Good evening. We are live, and it's about time. It's football season, and we're live here at beautiful Aztec, New Mexico at Fred Cook Memorial Stadium. It's a new era of football here in Aztec, Stephen. Head coach Colton Weaver and his staff bringing their young, new team out onto the field, and we couldn't be more pumped up for this season.
You are correct. There is a lot of excitement here in Aztec right now with this new coaching staff, Coach Weaver at the helm. We got to sit down and talk with him this last week, and, man, I'm excited myself. I think we're all excited. It just seems like you've got a real cohesive coaching staff. I think they're already doing a good job with the kids. They've got, I think, around 45 to 50 kids out. And, man, it's just looking like it's going to be a fantastic season for the Tigers. I know it's rebuilding season, but, Albert, I think it's going to be a good one for them.
Well, you've got a very young but energetic coaching staff. You got a number of guys coming back that are a big part of that Aztec coaching staff from last year and actually the last couple of years. As Aztec getting ready to take the field here, Bayfield already took the field thus far. They're in all white tonight with with purple numbers for Bayfield. The Aztec Tigers, they're coming in with white helmets, black jerseys, black pants, and orange trim on them. And we are going to get set for them to take the field here for the 2026 season.
Yeah, they're getting ready to run out of the tunnel.
Well, at some point.
We got Randy down there patiently waiting for him to come out of the tunnel. Looks like they're getting ready to make it happen. Man, what a contrast is you've got Rocky Long on the other side, at the end of his career, retired from coaching Division I college football, now comes into Bayfield to come and take over this team in Bayfield. And then you got Colton Weaver on the other side, first head coaching job, just out of high school for 12 years, played on this Aztec Tiger team, played on the offensive line, number 54. I think he said he played offense and defense, but Colton Weaver, just a great addition for these Aztec Tigers, and he will be taking on a legend across the field. But you know what? It's all football when it comes to it, right?
Well, that's right. And Aztec last year, 1-9 season, 0-7 in district. They get bumped down to 3A. That was 4A last year. Bayfield 2A. They went 3-6, 0-5 in district. And both of these teams looking to bounce back in a big way this season. Here comes the Aztec Tigers for the first time in the 2026-2027 football season. And there they come on to the field as Randy Balboa down there, as well as Kenesha, part of our team, our media team down there. And what a great way to get started, Stephen. And we're ready to rock and roll. Last year, Bayfield beat the Aztec Tigers 38-0. It's a pretty tough team. Everybody knows Aztec was on their heels all season last year. Lost a couple of key players coming into this season. Of course, they regroup. We got these new kids coming out here, and it's a new quarterback behind the center, and that's going to be number 12, Logan DiGiacomo. And he is a tall, lengthy, fast, left-handed quarterback. I'm excited to see him tonight. And behind him, it's the youngster. I'm really excited about this kid, number 32, Keegan Keller, as well as number 9, Jerry Mullins. 2-3 top players for the Aztec that we're going to get to see tonight.
Oh, yeah, and you talked about it last year. This is a completely different team on both sides of the field. Tanner O'Gean last year, he was a senior. He was like a key player for them, and he's graduated. Lorenzo is no longer here. So you have a whole new backfield. You have a brand new quarterback, but DiGiacomo, we got to see him play last year as an 8th grader. He's a freshman, correct? Wasn't he an 8th grader?
Yes.
Yeah, he was an 8th grader last year.
This year.
But, yeah, we've seen him in some of the scrimmages and stuff like that, and he's looking good. He's looking tough. And, we're just looking forward to seeing what Colton comes up with tonight. Colton's great at scheming. It's, Coach Kovacs was telling us that if there's a way, he's going to find it. He's going to find a way to pick apart your defense coming from the offensive side. So, really excited to see what the offense looks like tonight for the Tigers, and also I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens down in the trenches. I always say it's always one in the trenches. Looking forward to seeing what's going on with the offensive and defensive line, because like I said, this is a completely different team for Aztec. Same thing for the Wolverines. They have a tradition of being tough, hard-nosed football team, and now they're in a completely different situation as well. They're kind of, and I don't want to say they're where the Tigers were last year as far as team-wise, I'm just saying, like manpower-wise, they've got
Number-wise.
number-wise, they've only got 24 players out right now. Is that correct?
That is. 32 on their roster, 24 here tonight, and we got the coin toss going on at the 50-yard line. Number 11, Brody Sagata, he is one of the captains. Number 5, Alejandro Valerio. Number 32 is going to be Keegan Keller, and number 66, the other captain, and it is going to be Braden McDonald. And let's see who won the coin toss. Aztec won the coin toss. They'll defer to the second half, so they're going to kick off, and it looks like they'll kick from the north. Bayfield will receive from the south. Steven, we're fixing to get ready. We want to take a quick break. Before we come back, we'll have the game started here shortly.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
ACES is a leader in the provision of control systems integration, migration, and design services to industries that include oil and gas, water, wastewater, irrigation, mining, as well as manufacturing and other private, local, and federal entities. With a senior staff.
Welcome back. We're fixing to get started as we'll have the national anthem coming to you. Aztecs ROTC come bringing out our flag for the state of New Mexico as well as the United States of America. We'll be right back in just a moment as we pay tribute to our country with the national anthem. You're listening to Desert Sports Live.
Well, we always appreciate the tradition of the national anthem. They did a fantastic job. The band played it down there. I know you guys couldn't hear it. Unfortunately, it was probably too quiet. But, hey, guess what? We've already got some shout-outs coming in over YouTube. If you're out there listening, it doesn't matter if you're from Bayfield or Aztec, send us a shout-out on YouTube, or you can text Albert at 505-701-2222. First shout-out of the evening, guess who it is? Colton Weaver's brother, Nick. Says, go Tigers. He's already tuned in. We got Robert Barrera. He's always a constant for us. Says, let's go Tigers. Time to show them what you young men can do. Let's go Noah. And then we've got another Funky Cold Medina or something down there, says go Tigers. Kristen Velarde checking in, says let's go Tigers.
Yeah.
And Mama Parks already checking in, says go Tigers. Mama Parks here cheering you on, loving DSL, and my favorite sports guys, Albert and Steven. So it's official. Mama Parks already checked in.
It's a football game. Well, we got Kristen checking in and Mama Parks. Kristen, my lovely wife, hello. Glad you're tuning in as always. My cousin Wendy in town, probably chilling out with her at the house as well. So hopefully they got it pulled up on the big screen TV. And we're fixing to get set. Aztec's going to be kicking from left to right, from the north to the south. Aztec in all black, trimmed in orange with white helmets. Bayfield in all white, trimmed in purple. And Steven, Bayfield looks healthy. They got some big boys out there.
Bayfield always brings some big kids, don't they?
And it goes to show that the old rumor mill is you never can listen to it.
That's
because
right.
Bayfield looks pretty big. That don't look like they lost any size Matter of fact, it looks like they got more size from last year.
We lost our main camera. We'll get that right back up for you here in just a second. We'll get down to our field camera for a second.
Well, here we go. We're going to get set to kick off as the Tigers will tee it up. It's number 5, Alejandro Valerio, who will kick off for the Aztec Tigers. Deep to return the kick for Bayfield. That's going to be number 4, Harrison Williams. And also next to Williams, he's got his jersey crunched up. Let's see if I can figure out. Number 21, also returning. That's Max Johnson. Folks, we're ready to go. Here comes the kick. We're getting our camera worked out. It's caught right about they're going to let it go. It's going to be a touchback. It looked like he was going to catch it and then let it go deep into the end zone. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Bayfield Wolverines. And we're going to be seeing the defense take the field for the first time this season, Stephen, for the Aztec Tigers. They got a 3-3 defense, a 3-3-5 defense, and where did that defense come from?
Yep, created by Mr. Rocky Long over there on the other side of the field. Half the country, literally, in Division I football uses that 3-3-5 defense. We got Jake Taylor checking in, says, let's go, fellas. All right, here we go. Getting ready to start on offense is the Bayfield Wolverines.
There's the snap, high snap, handled, quick pass out to the outside. Far side of the field, nice move, able to get some open room for himself. That was completed to number 4. Number 4 is Harrison Williams, one of the return men. A big gain on that quick pass, Stephen, is a gain of 8.
Just a nice little pass out there into the flat, and then the receiver does the rest, gets his way downfield for a nice pickup of 8 yards. So nice little play there to get Bayfield started here. Quarterback,
number 16, Cole McWither in shotgun formation. Aztec looking like they're bringing the house on a blitz. Should have a false start. Let's see who it goes against. Oh, they're going to say defense. So it's going to give Bayfield the cheap first down. At least going off the side judge over here.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. Offside defense.
All right, well, that will give the Wolverines a first down as they pick up the easy 5, and they will have a 1st and 10 here on their own 33-yard line.
Well, McWhirther gets back into the huddle.
The clock's been running the whole time.
That's 2 receivers to each side of the field. Aztec in a 3-3-5, 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers. McWhirther takes a look, high snap again. He's got some pressure, going to tuck and run. A couple of missed tackles for the Tigers. And they should have had him at about a 2-yard gain. He pushes forward as nobody brings him down. Stephen, another gain of it looks like 7 brings up second down at 3.
Well, and that's what we talk about. These Bayfield kids are big, and quarterback had a bad snap, but he just carried the pile, didn't he, all the way down the field and picks up 5 or 6 yards. Is that right? 6
That's
yards?
Right. I think it's 7. Yeah, 3 yards to go. Ball's placed on the 40. Bayfield's got 1 first down thus far on this offensive drive. It's a tight formation. Under center will McWhirther go for Bayfield. There's a snap. Handoff fumbled. It's on the ground, but he's able to recover it, it looks like, as the handoff went to number 3. That's Cole Domingos. And it looks like they got it back.
Yeah, that was almost a devastating play there for the Wolverines as it gets dropped. Was that dropped on the handoff or the snap?
It was.
On the handoff.
Yeah, right on the handoff.
And unfortunately, there was no Aztec kids. But it'll be 3rd down and about 3 yards to go for the Wolverines. And, folks, I'm not sure. The clock just keeps running. I'm not sure if that's a – oh, yeah.
Yep, it's supposed to run.
Yeah, you're right, it is. But it ran through that whole penalty, and so now I'm trying to get the clock adjusted. I'll get that adjusted for you. There's a nice pass. Oh, and it's a little bit short outside, so that's going to bring up a fourth down. So the Wolverines will more than likely be punting here, and we will see Aztec come out on their first opportunity on offense.
Well, that was just their second pass of the game for Bayfield. They had 2 quarterback runs that were caused by bad snaps. And Aztec needs to be very careful here. They got the deep return man at number 49 for the Aztec Tigers. See if we get that number for you. That is Aiden Smith deep to return the kick right around the 30. Bayfield with the first punt of the night, unless they fake punt it. Let's see what Aztec does here. It's kicked, scooted off the turf, and they're going to fake punt it. He's going to try to turn the corner. He does not. Fumble. Aztec's got the ball. No, they don't. The ball goes out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and Aztec will take over from the 25-yard line, and that was a big, big missed snap by Bayfield.
Well, and it was a big mistake trying to do that fake punt because now he was going to get tackled anyway, but he fumbles, gives Aztec the ball in great field position here to start the game, as it will be 1st and 10 from the Bayfield Wolverines 31-yard line.
It's Joseph Martin at the helm for the Aztec Tigers. He'll be in shotgun formation. His running back, Jerry Mullins, a tough football player. I like this kid in the future of number 9, Jerry Mullins, number 32, Keegan Keller, 2 running backs in the backfield that are going to be big-time players for the Aztec Tigers. Here comes Martin. If they've got the blitz on, it's going to be a handoff. He gets away from one tackle, cannot get away from the second tackler, and they're going to lose big yardage, 7 yards. So it'll bring up second down and 17 from the 32-yard line.
That offensive line is going to have to find a way, because you cannot let them into your backfield like that. That was a big loss for the Aztec Tigers. That brings up 2nd down and about 15, I believe.
Yeah, close to it, 15, but close to 16. And now we got DiGiacomo, Logan DiGiacomo, the left-hand quarterback, in on the play now, and it's number 32, Keegan Keller, the freshman. So 2 freshmen in the backfield. There's a snap. Keller wide open in the field, cross the 25 to the 20, and that's what I'm talking about that young man. He's got me pumped up when he touches the football.
Yeah, that we love watching that kid run the ball. He is a big kid, and he is only a freshman, but he just does a solid job. That was a nice handoff. Everything looked good. Gets up the field. Now it puts him in a 3rd and manageable.
Great blocking scheme by the Aztec Tiger lineman. Great job to open the hole. Here's 3rd and 5. It's manageable. Swing pass. Nope, he's going to tuck and run. Oh, he fumbles the ball, and this is trouble if he can't bring him down, and he does. It's going to be a turnover by the Aztec Tigers as DiGiacomo got the ball knocked out of his hands, and it's going to be a turnover, 1st down and 10, Bayfield.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but DiGiacomo just could not get away from the pressure, and he was kind of holding the ball out there while he was running, and it just got knocked out of his arm. Man, we got some lightning going on over there in the distance.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Robert Barrera says, man, glad to have you gentlemen are back, and looking forward to another great season of commentary. We appreciate that, Robert. We always appreciate you checking in and watching these guys and supporting this team. And, man, we got a good crowd out there. Give us a shout-out on YouTube, or give us a text at 505-701-2222, and we will read that shout-out over the air as we have a 1st and 10 for the Bayfield Wolverines from their own 31-yard line. Seems like we like to hang out right here in this 30 to 40-yard line range.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Aztec can hold this offense yet again. It's Bayfield, 2 receivers to each side, shotgun formation. There's motion. There's a snap, handoff, jet sweep. Aztec's defense right there. They got to wrap him up, though, and they do just that. Great job by number 5 by the Aztec Tigers, Steven and Valerio, to make him cut back inside where all of his defenders were coming in.
That was good pursuit right there. I mean, they could have got him a little bit farther back, but not bad. They stop him for only a 2-yard pickup, and that will bring up 2nd down and about 8, as the Wolverines have not had much success moving the ball yet this game. So let's see if the Aztec Tiger defense can keep up the pressure on the Wolverines.
Yeah, 2 quarterback keepers on busted snaps, and then a good swing pass to their receiver, number 4, Harrison Williams, and that's been the 2 first downs that they've received. Let's see what Aztec can do here. 2nd down and 6, 7, pardon, deep pass, double coverage, they got him, and he may be gone. 30, 20, trying to catch up to him around the 10, and he does, brings him down, but it is a huge gain of 69 yards for Bayfield. It's going to be 1st down and goal from the 1.
Well, man, I don't think that you could make a better pass than that. Was that Cole McWhirter? McWhirter, man, he just put that right in the pocket in stride to his receiver, and, man, what a huge play for the Wolverines, as they will have a 1st and goal to go on the Tiger 1-yard line.
Well, that was absolutely a busted play. The safety did not get over on the other side to pick up the streaking receiver in the middle. Should be a quarterback sneak or probably a handoff here by Bayfield. There's a snap. Should have been false start. There we go. Well, there's a flag. I'm not sure, but it should have been a false start on Bayfield. Let's see if the white hat gets it. Oh, they're helping to push him, so that's going to come back and be 3rd down. So you can't push, you can't pull the runner into the end zone, and that's what that call was for by the white hat. So no touchdown, I don't believe. It should be bringing it back. We'll replay 1st down.
Hey, Nick told us great interview this week. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. I know you want to see your brother's first game here, and we're excited for him. And then we got our first shout-out for the Wolverines. Go Wolverines, go boys, and Coach Long, Coach White Thunder checking in for the Wolverines. We have, is that going to be 1st and goal on the 6th, correct?
1st and goal on 6, and hope you guys enjoy that killer scoreboard Steven put together over the weekend, or I don't know how long you've been putting it together, but it looks pretty cool. We didn't have it last year. All right, here we go. McWhirter under center. Domingos, the running back, sole running back, 2 wing back set. There's a snap handoff right up the middle. Tackled, missed it, but he's going to be drugged down from behind. That was a big-time tackle, Steven, as I think that's number 26 in on the tackle, and it's a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, I mean, that looked like he was going to cut up the field and get into the end zone, but nice tackle by number 28. Is that Lorenzo Munoz?
That's it.
Hey, I got a shout-out for my grandkids. Hi to Sienna, Amelia, and Connor. They're out there listening. I love you guys.
I miss those kids. I haven't seen them in so long. What's up, guys?
They're tuning in.
All right, here we go. Probably expect maybe another handoff here to Domingos. Double wing set. There's motion. They're going to be a quarterback keeper right up the middle. And it's a tough run.
Touchdown.
And it's going to be a touchdown. Number 16, Cole McWhirter, gets into the end zone first for the Bayfield Wolverines.
Yep, that's going to put the Wolverines up 6-0, and it all came from that huge pass that McWhirter put right where it needed to be to get them down to the 1-yard line. They did have a little bit of a struggle there with that penalty, but, man, they found the way to get in the end zone. So the Wolverines will go up 6-0. We got a shout-out, Leo Billy, saying watching from Saguache, Colorado. So thanks for tuning in, Leo. We appreciate that. Man, I'm excited. We got a big crowd over here on the YouTube channel. Like I said, if you're out there, doesn't matter who you're cheering for, let us know where you're cheering from, who it is, numbers, players, coaches. We'll give that shout-out for anything, or send Albert a text at 505-701-2222, and we will get a shout-out there as well. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Well, here comes the extra point try. Bayfield having a lot of trouble trying to figure out if they're going for 2 or can they find the kicking tee. They find the kicking tee, and we're set to go now. That's number 30 for the Wolverines to kick the extra point. That's Gunnar Frayne. Here's the snap. Well, we're going to have encroachment on Aztec, and I have no idea why they would even try to jump off, or at least try to make Bayfield jump off sides. I mean, the ball, they haven't even gone down into their stance before Aztec jumped off sides.
Yeah, not sure.
Yeah, not sure what happened there, but
get that jump now. It looks like they're going to go for 2 is what it looks like happening now.
I mean, can you blame them? That was just not a smart move by the Tigers on an extra point try. So here we go. It's 6-0 right now. It seems like this is the longest extra point try effort I've ever been a part of in my 25 years of broadcasting.
I know.
Holy cow.
This one's taken a while, but after this extra point attempt, we will take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Now, here is McWhirter. There's motion. Oh, that should have been a false start.
Great,
and that's a stop right there by the Tigers. And that'll leave the score at 6-0. Huge play by the Aztec defense.
Well, the defense gets a stop. 6-0 is your score. The Wolverines lead, and we'll be right back.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
It's 6-0 here in Aztec as Bayfield gets on the scoreboard first after a stop 2-point conversion by the Aztec defense. They're going to kick off, and now deep to return the kick for the Aztec Tigers. The deep man is number 5. That is Alejandro Valerio for the Aztec Tigers. Kicking off for Bayfield again will be number 30. That is Gunnar Frayne. Kicking off from the 40-yard line. 6-0 is your lead, Bayfield.
I apologize. I put the score on the wrong side, but I got it corrected.
That's all right.
So I got people out there looking out for me. I'm really not trying to be shady or anything.
We'll go over.
I got a lot of buttons here in front of me.
Yes, you do. We got some of the games here for you as soon as this play is over. There's the kick. It's a short kick. Coming up is Valerio. Oh, he fumbles it. Loose ball. Goes down on the ground. That's a smart play. It's going to be first down and 10 from the 20. They're going to put it on the 26 for the Aztec Tigers.
All right, so the Aztec Tigers will come back out on offense. Fortunately, Valerio comes up with the ball. That's the best thing you want to do is just fall on the ball in that situation. Do not allow anything else to happen. And Aztec will take over from their own, what is that, the 25? Looks like right around the 25 or 26.
26-yard line. Yep. Don't forget tonight, Farmington taking on Pedro Vista in Farmington. Bloomfield and Santa Fe taking on Clovis. Kirtland at home against Shiprock. There's a quarterback keeper for DiGiacomo. It's going to be a short gain of 1. Bring up second down and 9. I think he just kind of drug that out too far, Stephen. He should have cut it up a little bit earlier, but it's a positive gain.
Yeah, the snap was a little bit off, but he grabbed it. I think that was just a designed run. He kind of waited a little bit too long to get going up field, but here we go. Second down and 9.
There's motion. There's a snap, jet sweep, handoff. He's got some room to run. Turning the corner, it's going to come back. There's going to be a hold. Big-time hold with the hands inside, and you've seen it right on the edge. Holding Aztec, so nice run. Going to come right back due to a hold.
Yeah, he got that outside edge. Was that Parker O'Gean who got that handoff, got outside, but the hold's going to bring it back. So that's going to make it about 2nd and 14, I believe. Or is that a 10-yard? Is that a 5-yard penalty?
It's 10.
10. Oh, yep. So, yeah. It's going to be longer than that.
Yeah, it was darn near a first down.
2nd and 19. Is that what we're looking at here?
Yep, so – you know, it just was right on the edge. You just let that go. If he's going to drag him down there, a lot easier than to lose the 10 yards that you just lost. So it's going to bring up second down and 16 for the Aztec Tigers is where they marked it off. There's a snap, blitz, needs to get rid of the football. Just too much going on.
He just had zero time.
Yep, just did not have time to look up and see somebody was coming in. And he comes up limping, does DiGiacomo.
Yeah, as soon as the ball was in his hands, I think he had 2 guys in his face. And that is, he didn't even have time to go through a progression to see what was going on downfield. That offensive line is going to have to find a way to to get the stop. You're going to have to move your feet, stay in front of your guy, and at least give him a few seconds to make something happen.
Joseph Martin now into the ball game. His number is 132. Keegan in the backfield with him. Sagata goes in motion, direct snap to Keller, trying to find some room. He does, but not enough, and Aztec's going to have to punt the football away as it's 4th down and a mile for them to go.
And we got, we got Neil Lobato, number 32, go Tigers. That's right. Is that Keegan Keller?
That
number 32,
Keller.
Our new big guy in the backfield. But here, and he's actually going to be punting the ball here as well. So
he's got a strong leg. I was watching him punt before pregame, but definitely need to keep it away from this young man deep to return the kick. And Williams, he is quite dangerous. There's the punt, gets it off towards the sideline. I like that. Nicely done by the punter and the freshman Keegan Keller to kick that right out of bounds. And we're going to have a flag coming in real late. Oh, we're going to see what happens here. It looks like it's going to go against Bayfield. Here's the call, personal foul, Bayfield. So that'll be the first one against whoever that was. So that'll push him back another 15 yards from the end of the play. So the play's dead around the 45, so put it at the 40 is probably where it's going to go. It'll be first down to 10 Bayfield.
So Bayfield looked like they were going to have some really good starting field position, and they got pushed back onto their own end of the field once again, and they will be starting from their own 40-yard line. As we are still here in the first quarter with 4:35 left, looks like we're going to have a timeout, Aztec, so that's going to allow us to take a timeout to recognize our sponsors. We'll be right back.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
ACES is a leader in the provision of control systems integration, migration, and design services to industries that include oil and gas, water, wastewater, irrigation, mining, as well as manufacturing and other private, local, and federal entities. With a senior staff.
Welcome back. We're live. It's first down and 10. We got some shout-outs. We want to give a shout-out to 1166. Shout-out to Bayfield. Number 5 is doing a great job, and that is Cade Grover is who that shout-out is for. Got another one coming in. Hey, welcome back. We've missed you guys. Sitting here cheering for Aztec and number 11. Guess who that is? That's the Segadas there. And we got Sherry Mullins tuning in. Watching from Mesa, Arizona. Go Mullins, number 9, the running back for the Aztec Tigers. And go Tigers from Jerry Mullins in Arizona. Again, another run here by the Bayfield Wolverines in Williams, and they had him way back behind Steven, not wrapping up, not bringing him down. Another big gain.
That's what I was going to say. They've had great pursuit. They're getting outside, and they're getting in front of the runner, but they're allowing him to cut down the field and pick up some yardage. They're just going to have to, like you said, wrap up and bring those guys down. You're going to have to go low and wrap up and get that tackle, because it's just it's not helping them out as they're allowing Bayfield to just pick up yardage.
Out here comes the Wolverines. Second down and 5. There's motion. Out should have been false start. Fumble. Does the Tigers recover it? I think they do. I think they got it, and they do. Aztec comes up with the fumble. It's number 56. Is it 56 or 58? 58 comes up with the fumble,
Nico
Steven.
Elwood.
The second fumble lost today by Bayfield.
Well, I can guarantee you Bayfield's going to be working on holding on to the ball this next week in practice. I'm sure Coach
You're
Long
not joking.
Frustrated with that. And I'm not trying to be rough on him or whatever, but I mean that's a key thing that you got to get taken care of. And here comes Aztec with a first down on the Bayfield 42-yard line.
It's Martin in the backfield. Valerio goes in motion, handoff to the big running back. Keller, and you know what? Well, you get a flag or those short whistles sound like a flag, and it is by the back judge. So we've got a flag going on. I don't know who against. We'll find out shortly. So second down as of now.
Looks like it's going to go against the Wolverines the way the referee's facing, but I don't know. We'll see what the call is here.
Well, here's the white hat, and they're going to say it's against the Wolverines. You got it, Steven. Oh, there you go, legal substitution. So they had too many men on the field and ran them off. So got popped for that. Second down makes it more manageable now, Steven. Second down and 4 for the Aztec Tigers as the ball's marked on the 36-yard line. And here's where I'm just saying, feed it to Keller.
Yep.
Give it to Keller.
I agree.
Run right behind that offensive line. It's been very successful. Let's see if Aztec sticks with that. Sagata in motion. Here's a snap to Martin. Looking at a swing pass. They're going deep down the field. He's open. But
man.
he overthrew him too far. Valerio wide open in the end zone.
Man, that was a great-looking play. And if he connects on that, that would be in the end zone for sure. But just a little bit overthrown, wasn't it?
It was sick, Steven. He was gone, and Martin just rushed his throw. He seen the pressure coming up the middle, didn't plan on his foot. He threw off his back foot while he was falling backwards. If he would have stepped into that, it would be 6 right now for the Tigers. Here's a snap. Oh, it's a fumble for the Tigers now, but thank goodness Martin was there, and you want to talk about some good luck. The ball bounced right in front of him, but that ball went forward, so it should be an incomplete pass.
Oh, man, I'm way off on my clock. I apologize, folks. I'm going to get this corrected for you.
Yep, so that was a jet sweep
I don't know
forward.
why Jake's not helping me out. I know. Folks, I apologize. I'm trying to broadcast and do the clock and the scoreboard and everything else. So bear with me. I want you guys to be able to see what time is up there. So
I think people will give you grace on this.
Give me some
buddy.
grace. It's our first game, and I need help from Jake.
Here's Martin looking over the defense. There's a snap. Looking downfield. He's got pressure, and he stepped right into the sack. But unfortunately, nobody ran upfield. All the receivers for Aztec, there was 5 of them all in the same area. And unfortunately for Martin, Steven, he had nowhere to throw it.
Yeah, he ran into a wall of Wolverines right there and had nowhere to go. So it'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be the Wolverines' ball once again on their 40-yard line. This seems to be the place to hang out tonight, is right here in this spot of the field. It's going to get worn out.
Well, for Aztec offensively, Steven, I thought they've done a really good job running the football. I say go do that a little bit more. Run the football, start opening up some lanes. That defense starts softening up once you run the football a lot, and they've had some success, the Tigers have. They've really done a good job running the football.
Yeah, Keller's had some lanes to run in, and then it opened up that pass. I mean, he overthrew it, but it really opened up that pass for the Tigers. So here we go. The Wolverines are back on offense. We're going to see if they can't get something going here.
McWhirter calling for Johnson to go in motion. There's a snap, looking downfield. He's open again, double coverage, just thrown over his head, but a smart throw by McWhirter, because I think if he lays that up, Steven, number 5, the safety for Aztec, and Valerio intercepts that football.
Yeah, he was definitely in position, but, man, McWhirter, he's got a good arm.
He's got a cannon.
that kid has a good-looking throw, and he can heave that thing down the field. So Aztec is going to have to be on point. But like you said, Valerio was back there on the defensive side. If he puts that anywhere in range, I think you're right. Valerio has a shot at it.
Ton of speed for Bayfield here. Ton of speed. Here is McWhirter. There's motion. Johnson. Fake handoff on the jet sweep. They give it to the big running back, and he just barrels forward. That's number 24 in the backfield, Elijah Herta. And a nice gain for Bayfield. It's more manageable now, Steven. It's 3rd down and 5, and the ball's marked on the 45.
Oh, man, he's a thick kid,
He's a
isn't he?
load.
Huerta. Yeah, and he just barreled through there. 3rd and 5 for the Wolverines, as that was just a 5 yards in a cloud of dust, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're going to have a stop-the-clock moment. Oh, we got a player trying to get his knee brace put together. Yeah, 24 in. Herta is a huge running back. Jiminy criminy. That kid is big. If you're a Bayfield fan, give the ball to him. How about that? Here's the snap. 1-step drop, quick pass. Oh, should have been intercepted. But the cornerback fell down. He was right there to step right in front of it. But number 10 in Cooper Gomez fell down, Steven, or he picks that off and takes it to the house.
Does the clock still run even whenever?
No, it stops after a first down.
Because it's still running, and that's why I was asking. But yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep, so it should stop. You are correct. Jet sweep to number 21, Johnson. And did I see a flag come out? Or yep, I sure did. So we got a flag. Usually that's in the realm of a hold offense, and it is. holding Bayfield. So another nice gain that's going to be null and void, brought back by a holding for Bayfield.
Well, the Bayfield's just kind of shooting themselves in the foot, aren't they?
They sure are.
They have some good things happen, and then a big penalty. Have some good things happen, and then a penalty. We got our guy Ben O'Gean watching from Phoenix.
Man, we missed.
Sounds
O'Gean.
great, gentlemen. Go Tigers!
And we got a little something for everybody. At halftime, they're going to be announcing the name of the new mascot for the Aztec Tigers, so that ought to be pretty cool. The superintendent and Lauren Laws came in here and just let us know, and they've been really excited about that, been working hard, and it's ready to go here. But, we got our buddy Corey over here just kind of hammering down on you.
You know what, Corey, it would have helped if you would have showed up. That's so.
Yeah, pretty easy to hammer on you when he's not here, huh, Steven?
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2 receivers to each side. Now the third will move over here. Trips to the left, single to the far side. Single backfield. There's a snap. 3-step drop. He's going for it all. That'll be a pass interference. Didn't tackle him, and still didn't tackle him, and he scores. But I think we got a flag over here on this side, and it should be, well, if it's against Aztec, it's going to be a touchdown because the far side flag is pass interference by the defense for sure. And if the close flag here closest to us is against Bayfield, then it'll be offset and no touchdown.
Well, Coach Weaver's thinking it's coming back on Bayfield, so let's see what happens. But, even with everything that happened, that receiver did a great job. He got totally hammered by the cornerback, and then, got hammered by the – did they count it?
I don't know. He's just taking these – it's just taking forever to give us the call here. Here we go, finally. False start. Oh, so that play should have never happened on the false start.
So they're offset. How is that offset if the play should have never happened?
Well, because they let the play happen, they've got to let it go.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if it was a false start, if it was actually an illegal shift on one of the players and he just didn't get set.
We got Vivian Dye says, go Tigers. Hey, keep giving us those shout-outs on the YouTube channel. We've got, our crowd just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Or you can text Albert at 505-701-2222. We haven't heard from too many Wolverine fans. If you're out there tuning in, send us a text, 505-701-2222, or get on the chat on the live chat on YouTube, and we'll read your shout-out. The score is 6-0. The Wolverines lead here in the first quarter. Minute 17 left to go, as the Wolverines just had a big play, but it came all the way back, and it'll be first and about 20 or 19 for the Wolverines.
Well, I'm assuming that Rocky Long is asking the White Hat, why was that play allowed to happen if it was a false start? And I don't blame him. So you see the White Hat coming to get the explanation. Wait a minute, how is it a false start and we let that play go? And now they're changing the call to illegal participation, so there's too many men on the field.
Did he run out of bounds and come back in on that reception?
He had to have.
Okay.
Or he left the huddle before they broke.
Okay.
He left the field when they broke huddle.
Gotcha.
You still can run somebody off in the huddle. You just can't break the huddle and then run somebody off. So here we go. It's first down, and it looks like 20 for Bayfield. Ball's marked on the 49-yard line on Aztec's side of the field. And here we go. It's tight formation for the Wolverines. McWhirter, shotgun. There's motion. Snap, handoff, jet sweep to number 4, trying to stretch it out in Williams. He cuts it back in the middle, but a nice job by the Tigers. They're only going to allow 4 yards on that carry, Steven. Oh, we got another late flag. Came in on the end of that play, and hopefully it wasn't somebody talking for the Aztec Tigers. It's probably on both sides, I'm sure. We're going to probably have a flag warning both sides of the field.
And you cannot have a great stop like that if you're Aztec and get a penalty. So hopefully it's not going to go against it. Maybe, he pointed at both teams. I don't know. Maybe it'll be an offsetting penalty or something. But again, you gotta keep it together. That's a good play. But I don't know if you saw it. Keller got outside. He turned him back up up the field so his defense could do the rest. He didn't let him get it outside. So nice defensive stop for the Tigers, but let's see what the refs come up with here.
It's against the Aztec Tigers. Like you said, you cannot do that. Personal foul against Aztec, and I mean, just not a smart play again.
No.
I mean, they know better than that.
Is that an automatic first down or no? Yep, it is. He's waving.
No, it should be second down still.
Oh, he was. I thought he was calling the.
But I mean, you're reeling here. You're doing a good job, but they have some big plays, and then you have a huge misstep on one of your players on the defense if you're the Aztec Tigers. That just kills you right there. 15 yards that they just gave back to Bayfield. And what should have been third down and about 17 is now second down and 2. Here comes the motion. Horta, the running back, gets moved over to the other side. Going downfield. He's covered, but he gets separation, and then he drops it.
Oh, man.
Nice job. Oh, did he intercept it? He did. Aztec intercepted the football. And because it went in the end zone, it's dead there. But number 28 comes up with a huge interception for the Tigers.
Well, that was kind of crazy because the ball, it looked like it went into the receiver's hands. I wonder if it bounced off and he caught it. That was a good job by the Aztec defense to shut that down. Now they've got a first down and first down on their own 20. Is it 20 or 25 in high school?
It should come out to the 20.
Okay, so it'll be on the 20 as Aztec comes up with a big stop right here before the end of the first quarter. We got 27 seconds to go as the score remains 6-0, Bayfield leading, and we got another shout out here. It's from Caden Lee. Go Tigers, let's go Connor Lee, number 53.
We're set to go here, as it is Martin in the backfield. We have not seen DiGiacomo yet since he's limped off the field a couple of series ago. There's motion. There's a snap. It's a bad snap, and he's got no other choice but to tuck and go, and he's going to be drugged down from behind. And that's what we're talking about, a ton of speed on Bayfield's side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, Aztecs they're not even finding anywhere to go. That defense is just getting into the backfield and just disrupting anything and everything. And they're going to let the clock run out, and that's going to do it for the first quarter as the Bayfield Wolverines lead 6-0. And we're going to take a quick break ourselves, and we'll be right back.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
ACES is a leader in the provision of control systems integration, migration, and design services to industries that include oil and gas, water, wastewater, irrigation, mining, as well as manufacturing and other private, local, and federal entities. With a senior staff
All right. It's going to be the start of the second quarter, and it's a 6-0 lead Bayfield. We got another text message coming in from 8776. Let's go Wolverines. So
there you go.
Keep them rolling in, Wolverines. We've had a number of Bayfield fans, and hey, we had a great time last year in Bayfield for the Apple Championships and to do a game over there as well. So maybe we'll head out that way again this year. Love the Bayfield community. There's another fumble by the Tigers. And they're going to be able to recover it, but it's going to be a loss of another 5.
Yeah, it was just kind of a bad handoff, falls to the ground, so all they could do was jump on it. And that's going to bring up third and about 18, I believe. And we got some more shout-outs. We got Ogeen Raiders. I think I know who that is. Let's go DSL crew. And then we got, I'm not sure what that is, 6734 watching from Moriarty. Go Tigers, number 52. So keep those shout-outs coming.
Well, here's the snap. Martin with the swing pass, but it's too, I don't know if that was behind. I mean, if that was a miss, that could have been a penalty on a late hit on Bayfield because There was zero whistle. The ball looked like it was live, so, of course, the Bayfield player came up late and hit him, so he couldn't get the ball off the field. But nonetheless, that play took too long. And you were mentioning earlier, Stephen, the outside has not been working. You know what has been working up to this point? The middle. Get those quick handoffs going right now. If you're an Aztec Tiger, you know, start getting some yardage. Maybe move them up, snap quick, direct snap, and get them up the field.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way. Like it's just like we talked about even last year. You got to hit the hole and get up the field quickly. They're trying to stretch it around the ends, and that defense is just too fast, and they just collapse. And, I mean, what would you expect from a Rocky Long coach defense?
Sure, absolutely. Keller back to punt. Number 4, they got to keep it away from him. He's dangerous. That's Harrison Williams deep to return the kick for Bayfield as a 6-0 lead. Gets the kickoff. It's a beauty. Nice spiral. No fair catch, so he's going to return it. That could be a block in the back for sure, right in front of the tackle. And, yeah, there you go. You see all the flags coming in. Well, as you can see, number 5 for Bayfield, that's Grover, came in and hit in the back right in front of the play. Well,
even with that happening, Parker O'Gean did a great job and got a hand on his ankle to trip him up. And once again, you know, Wolverines looking like they're going to have great starting field position and have a penalty to march them back another 10 yards.
Very seasoned officiating crew here tonight as well. Brad Duncan as the white hat. You got Chris Shea as the umpire. Those two have been partners since I can remember on the football field. You got Richard Rubeled to the near side here. You got Brian Sandoval as the back judge. And I'm not sure who the far line judge is on the far end, but maybe we could get his name shortly. But an excellent crew here.
Yeah, this is a really good officiating crew.
One of the best in the state, no doubt about it. Here we go. We're set to go. It's McWhirter again, deep. And just a plethora of running backs to go to. There's motion. Handoff to number 3, Domingos. He's found a lane. And Aztec does a good job of nice tackling. I think that was number 40 that came in. No, number 10, pardon me. For the Tigers, that's Gomez. Come up and made a big hit. Kept them from getting the first down. It brings up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, I mean, this running game for the Wolverines is pretty effective.
It is.
I mean, Aztec's getting some stops here and there, but it's pretty effective. And what's good about that is if you can get that running game going, when you have McWhirter back there, you can open up a pass just out of nowhere, which they've been doing. So Aztec's got to stay on their toes back there in the secondary.
Well, goodness, who do you give it to? You've got number 4, Williams, and you got number 1, Sandoval. You got number 21, Johnson, 24, Hertha, number 3, Domingos. And then don't forget about McWhirter, and he's going to hand it off to Domingos right up the middle. He's going to get the first down, but you know what I like about Aztec's defense, Steven? They are coming up and they are hitting. They are very aggressive, and what else do you expect from a coach defense by oh my gosh, my mind just went blank with the defense. Harcrow coach defense.
Yep. We got T-Day says, go Tigers on the shout-out on the YouTube channel. Once again, keep those shout-outs coming in. We've got a great crowd out there watching tonight here on Desert Sports Live, and we've got some new features with the clock going and everything, trying to keep up with that for you, which I'm not doing a good job here and there.
That's all right. You're not too far off. Here comes motion. It's going to be a handoff to number 4. That's Williams trying to turn the corner, and he does. Goodness, Williams is going to make you pay every time he touches the football. That kid looks for contact. How do you not love a player like that? It's a big gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for Bayfield as they lead this game 6-0 here in the second quarter.
That one, no, that's still going. I didn't know if he went out of bounds over there or not, but he did not. So that's going to, like you said, bring up 2nd down. The Wolverines now knocking on the door as they are almost in the red zone, just outside on the 23-yard line. McWhirter gets the play into his team and is set in the backfield. He's going to move his running back over to the left, to the far side, 2 to the near side. He's checking the defense. Everybody's set. Here comes the snap, and he's going to drop back. He's going to gun it. Oh, and it was in a spot to intercept it, but it will fall to the ground safely for the Wolverines, and that will bring up 3rd down and about 4 yards to go.
That was an absolute dart thrown by
Yes.
McWhirter.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
was.
he got a lot behind that. I was trying to see if we had some score updates for any of the local games as Farmington's taking on Pedro Vista in Farmington. Then you got you got the Bloomfield Bobcats who drove all the way to Santa Fe to play Clovis. We'll see if we can figure out some scores there. Here we go. It's third down. There's a handoff to number 3, Domingos, right up the middle. Huge lane. And, Steven, right now for Bayfield, they are not getting hit on this defense till they're about at least 3 to 5 yards upfield.
Yeah, I mean, that offensive line is doing a fantastic job for the Wolverines. They are opening up the hole. The running back's getting through it. And like you said, they're not getting hit until they're 3 to 5 yards down the field, which is giving them all kinds of opportunity. They have now moved into the red zone on the Tigers' 14-yard line. And we got another shout-out from our buddy Jesse Abernathy, watching from Dallas, pulling for you, Coach Weaver. And then we've got Trenton D41 says, go Bayfield. So there's another shout-out for Bayfield. Keep those coming, everyone, here on the live chat.
First down and 10 for the Bayfield Bayfield Wolverines. And a couple of missed tackles allowed him to just break open right up the middle, Stephen. And again, it's going to be another first down for Bayfield, first down and goal for Bayfield, as a matter of fact, from the 1. But it's not because they're getting overpowered by Bayfield right now, Stephen. They're just not wrapping up. They're hitting an initial contact and not holding on to them.
You know, and they had that same problem last year. A lot of people did not want to wrap up, and they're just going to – but, you know, like, it's the first game of the season, and these are the things that you look at, right? You're thinking, what do we got to work on here going into practice this week? And that's probably going to be one of the things Coach Weaver is going to be talking about.
See if it's a quarterback sneak. Note they give it to the big guy, number 24, Hertha, and he gets into the end zone, barreling in there. And it's another Bayfield touchdown. Number 24, that's Elijah Hertha, gets in on a 1-yard touchdown run for the Bayfield Wolverines. And that's 2 touchdowns by the Wolverines from 1 yard out. So Aztec still hanging in there. And really, again, they just need to wrap up. That's all it is. Aztec is right there. They're doing a great job. They're just not wrapping up. And so here we go with the 2-point conversion attempt by the Bayfield Wolverines from the 2-yard line. And it looks like Bayfield's going to call a timeout and talk about it. And they are. So we're going to have a timeout, Bayfield, as they're going to discuss what is going on and what they would like to try to run here on this 2-point conversion. We'll be right back.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
ACES is a leader in the provision of control systems integration, migration, and design services to industries that include oil and gas, water, wastewater, irrigation, mining, as well as manufacturing and other private, local, and federal entities. With a senior staff.
Welcome back. Seeing what Bayfield's going to try to figure out here on the 2-point conversion try. As the ball is marked on the 2-yard line, it's a 12-0 lead right now for Bayfield over Aztec. Bayfield doing a fantastic job running the football. And they've stuck with it. They've done a good job throwing it, but their bread and butter has been running it, and that's what Bayfield has been doing. They gone away from throwing the football and gone to running it. Let's see if they allow Cole McWhirter to just hang on to the football and run it into the end zone, or at least attempt to. Nope, he's going to throw in the corner of the end zone, jump ball, and it was thrown where nobody else could get it. And incomplete, and the score stays 12-0 Bayfield. And now the Wolverines will kick off to the Aztec Tigers. You know, the bummer deal on that drive is that Aztec had a huge 15-yard penalty. that absolutely killed them on a drive. And it was, like we were mentioning, it was 3rd down for Bayfield and about 17 to go. And somebody, I don't know who it was, well, we do know who it was, but we're just not going to mention it, had something to say to somebody, and they got popped for a 15-yard penalty, which unfortunately they get another one of those, and they are ejected out of the game and out of the game next week. Bayfield has a player who's received one, and so does Aztec. So both of those players need to be very careful. We're set to go here as Bayfield's going to kick the football off from the 40-yard line. Deep to return the kick for the Aztec Tigers is number 5. That is Alejandro Valerio, the sophomore, 6'2", 175-pounder. And kicking off for Bayfield, that's going to be number 30, Gunnar Frayne. And we're set to go. And here comes the kick. Deep, line drive, fumbled again, picks it up around the 20 to the 25, trying to turn the corner. He does, 30 to the 40, 45, 50. He had one guy to beat. Is he gone? He's going to get caught from behind. But what a run that was. And the Tigers are in business. And yeah, it seems like after every play, somebody's got something to say to one another. So these officials, oh no, we got a flag on the field, 2 of them, and it's going to go against the Tigers. Darn it. So what was a fantastic play is now coming back. And there's 2 flags on the field, and it was right where the receiver turned the corner, but there was nobody out there on the end. I don't know what the penalty would have been. On the inside of the play, I could understand that. There was a lot of Aztec Tiger players in there. But on the edge where there was 2 flags thrown, I didn't see anybody there because after he had turned the corner, I thought he was gone. But there's 3 flags total on the field, 1 on the 45-yard line and 2 of them right at the 40. And it's taken these officials a ton of time to figure out what's happening here. So here we go. We got holding Aztec coming back. We've got targeting against Bayfield. Blocking the back, Aztec. But that targeting should be, I don't know why they're not looking at the guy who got targeted or who had the target. So I understand they're offset, but targeting does not get offset. That has to be looked at. And I don't know what's happening here. I wonder if Colton's talking to him about that, because if that's a target, somebody should be ejected. That's the rule, period. I don't know, but we might break the record for the longest first half in Aztec football history going on this first half. I don't know. All I know is I seen a targeting call, and that's it. Blocking the back, that's right. Holding and blocking the back by Aztec, but a targeting call against Bayfield. That's what I don't understand. So, I don't know. That's why I'm up here with the headset. So here we go. And maybe one of those guys will call me after the game and explain to me what happened there. So I've never seen a target call be offset, but maybe my buddies will explain that to me after the game. It's been a while since I've been an official, so I need to sharpen up on the rules, but here we go. There's the kick, line drive again. Let it go into the end zone, and it does. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Aztec Tigers from the 20-yard line. And the offense will make its way out onto the field. So it's a 12-0 lead for Bayfield over the Aztec Tigers. Yeah, we got my dear friend tuning in from Navajo Dam Lake. I like that. It's my friend Carrie Watson, and I'm sure Renee Hutchins is out there watching as well, and all their family. So shout out to Carrie and Renee and all the Kitty Camp people out there. Of course, Kitty Camp are one of our main sponsors and rocked out with us since day one here with Desert Sports Live. 5 years that Kitty Camp has been rocking out with us. One of the OG sponsors. There's a keeper right up the middle, and that's what I'm talking about right there. Number 1, Joseph Martin. Just give him a direct snap and right up the middle because it's been working up to this point. Don't go away from that. And that is Aztec's first down of the game with 6:58 left to go on the clock. And Martin in shotgun. He's got number 32, Keegan Keller, in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to each side. First down and 10 for the Tigers on the 34-yard line. And another keeper. And they need a watch piling on late. As a lot of piling on after the play is over. That's going to be an excellent gain of 7. So it brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers from the 40-yard line. 6:20 on the clock here in the second quarter. 12-0 your score. 2 receivers to each side of the field for the Tigers. Martin, the quarterback, in the backfield. The running back, number 32, Keller, lined up to the left side of him. Aztec going from right to left. Oh, should have been a false start against Aztec. They let it go. Going to get hit. There's the throw. Throws it out of bounds. And it was a nice throw put in the right spot where only his receiver could catch it. It's going to be incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3. And I just say run the football here. It's working.
All right. I'm back.
All right. Did you get it worked out with the clock?
Yes. Sorry. I had to fix the scoreboard, and took me a little bit more time than I was expecting. But thank you, folks, for being patient. We got some shout-outs over here, too, while I had walked away. We have a lot of them.
Yeah, we'll get you caught up right here. There's another false start for Aztec. That time they popped him. The left tackle jumped again, so 5 yards back for Aztec. So what was really manageable now is going to be almost 3rd down and 10 again.
So well, both these teams having some penalty problems. They do something good, and then they have a big penalty that brings them back. So Aztec operating from behind here as they got a 3rd and about 8 to go.
Well, let's see what the Tigers come up with. Here's a quick throw to the sideline. Jump ball, caught, but it was out of bounds. He got pulled out of bounds. Nice throw, and that's what you want to see, Steven. Throw the ball where only your guy can catch it, or it goes out of bounds and nobody catches it.
Yeah, and he definitely made a good attempt at trying to catch it, but he was way too far out of bounds.
So Aztec's going to have to punt, and we got some shout-outs, so we'll get to those right now.
All right, we got a shout-out from Trennan. Oh, Trennan D4I says, go Bayfield. I think I read that one. Vicky Greenleaf gave a shout-out. I'm so proud of the energy Colton is bringing back to Aztec, and yes, we are as well as we go into timeout here. Heather Eckhoff says, let's go Tigers, get them Wolverines. Thank you, Desert Sports Live. Love you guys. Well, we love you too, Heather. And then we've got Robert Barrera still checking in with us. We got Levi Stout, go Tigers. Bud Keenum, let's go Aztec. And Funky Cold says, under NFHS rules, if both teams commit live ball fouls, a double foul during the same play, such as an offensive holding penalty combined with a defensive targeting personal foul, the penalty's offset.
There you go.
There you go.
You ask and we shall receive.
All right, so Jay Castellana says, let's go Tigers, cheering from Tyler, Texas. So thank you, everyone, for all of those shout-outs. We appreciate those coming in. And, man, we have a great crowd out there tonight. Keep them coming in on the live chat or 505-701-2222. That goes to Albert's phone, and we'll read those shout-outs from there as well.
Well, we got our good buddy Corey Kitchens. It's 15-8 Bobcats at the end of the first. So if any of you got these scores, send them on in. The Farmington PV score, Bloomfield score, Shiprock, Navajo Prep is at home taking on Raton tonight. So fill us in if you know those scores. Here comes the punt. Almost over the head. Big kick, got it off, almost blocked. Short punt, so they got to get down there. And he's going to pick it up. Yep, it's a live ball. So he's going to gain about 6 yards. And it'll be first down and 10 for Bayfield. Yeah, everybody just stood there and kind of watched.
You just got to go touch
It's a
that.
live ball.
Yeah, don't let them. I mean, they gave him all kinds of space to pick that up, and he did.
5 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock left here in the second quarter before halftime. And again, it's opening night. And of course, Aztec going to release their name of their brand new mascot at halftime. So we'll be excited to check that out. Aztec doing a great job tonight, Stephen. They just need to wrap up. That's really the name of the game. And offensively, they just need to stop getting so many penalties. I mean, that's what's happening right now.
Well, both sides are struggling with the penalties.
But Bayfield sticking with what's got them to this point, running the football, and I like that approach by Bayfield. Here is McWhirter. He's going to pass the ball. He's going to get sacked. What a play.
Wow.
Number 66. Are they going to call a face mask? Yep, the white hat's going to call a face mask. I didn't see it, so it was right in front of the white hat. And they popped him for it. What was a great play by number 66 in there on the play. That is Braden McDonald. Another killer penalty against the Tigers, Stephen.
Man.
15 yards.
And he got back there so fast and got the job done. You know, and it's hard to argue. You have Brad down there, that white hat. He was right there. He saw it happen. And it's unfortunate because that was such a great play. Such a great play.
Well, they're going to give Bayfield another 15-yard freebie, and it's first down and 10 from the 30. There's a snap. Handoff to number 3, Domingos. He's a tough guy. And again, Aztec does not wrap up, and he'll drag the defenders another, it looks like 4 yards. So it'll bring up second down and 6 for Bayfield.
Yeah, and you know, Dominguez does such a great job back there. I mean, he was patient. You saw him kind of shoot towards the line, and he paused, sidestepped, and cut up the field, and he got an extra three yards just by having good field awareness. And Bayfield, once again, just kind of moving that ball efficiently in that running game. They just got to stay away from the penalties here. That's what's hurting both these teams. They get in this position, and then they have some penalty that kills them.
An absolute ton of penalties tonight. Ton of penalty. We probably had 15 already in this game. And there's a pass thrown and incomplete, almost intercepted, but the ball was intended for number 4, Williams, and it is number 1. James Sandoval went right off his hands.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful throw by McWhirter.
I know, and it was a great. If he'd have thrown it out in front of the receiver, that's probably in the end zone because that crossing pattern, it just confuses the defense. And man, it was a great. They ran great patterns, but McWhirter kind of threw the ball a little bit behind the receiver. So fortunately for Aztec, that ball falls to the ground.
Third down, and surely this is 4-down territory for Bayfield. Let's see if they pass the football here or they just hand it off and stick with what's been working for them. McWhirter under center. They hand it off to number 3, and he's going to be stopped immediately. Who was on the tackle? That was number 66, who was in on the last sack but got popped for the face mask. He's a big stop there, is number 66 for Aztec.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up a 4th down. I mean, I'm sure this is 4-down territory for Bayfield, so Aztec's going to have to come up with another big stop. Or what's happening? Oh, they're just backing up. I was like, did we have a penalty that I missed? The whole Wolverine team started backing up. Got T-Day saying, keep going strong, Tigers. Larry and Teresa Day tuning in on Desert Sports Live YouTube page.
All right. So the Days checking in. 4th down, big play for both of these teams. High snap, here's the throw. He was open, but...
Oh, my goodness, another penalty for Aztec, probably on the late hit. And that's a tough... Man, and they got him stopped. The pressure alone caused him to throw the bad pass. And then Aztec commits the penalty, which will, absolutely give him a 1st down. Just a tough situation. Oh, frustrating. I'm sure it's frustrating for the coaches on the sideline as well.
They had him stopped.
Yeah.
And just gave him another first down.
Yeah.
Aztec did.
That's going to push them all the way to the 13-yard line. Well, between the 12 and 13. So if you're Bayfield, you're feeling pretty fortunate right now because now you are in position once again, knocking on the door of the Aztec Tigers. 3:41 left here in the half. Bayfield 1 or 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Man in motion. Here comes the snap. It's going to be a handoff right to Huerta. He's going to go right up the middle right there. And like you said, he didn't even get touched till he was 5 yards down the field. He gets a pickup of about 7 yards as they are now inside the 10-yard line, looking to see if they can't put another one in the end zone. We just got a score update from our buddy Corey. I think PV was a PV score update. Let me see if I can get that for you. 28-7 PV early in the second.
Yeah, that's about a big score there if you're looking at both of those teams for the Farmington Scorpions versus Pedro Vista. It's just heartbreaking what's happening out here. I'm just at a loss of words right now. It's just heartbreaking to see Aztec with so many mental mistakes out here. That is just gifting Bayfield yardage after yardage. So there's the snap, handoff on the jet sweep, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Maybe a gain of 1, maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, should bring up third down.
Yeah, I just kind of mishandled that handoff, and Aztec able to get back into the backfield and shut that down, but that's going to make it third down for the Wolverines, and Aztec's going to have to come up with 2 big stops here because you know this is absolutely 4-down territory for the Wolverines.
Well, and it's almost halftime, so absolutely you're going for it from that piece. So, yeah, I mean, with Bayfield, they keep trying to throw the football, and they've been so successful running. Now they're just throwing the football the whole time. Yep. Let's see if they go back to running the ball now that they're on goal line, and they do, and that's going to be a touchdown for Bayfield. I just don't understand why, if so many things are working for you as an offense, you go away from it. I just cannot wrap my brain around that. But there's another touchdown for Bayfield, number 24, Huerta. And again, they're not even down there, Steven, if we don't have a late hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, Aztec had them stopped. And, you know, it's like we talk about in baseball and softball, that one error can absolutely kill you. And that's what happened on this drive for Aztec is they committed that personal foul penalty after getting – we had a penalty, so I guess that's not a touchdown. So let me – reverse that.
Well, I was giving it to Huerta already.
Yeah.
I've already wrote him down in my book and everything.
So I guess that was not a touchdown. Aztec with another opportunity here as it's third down and long now for the Wolverines. But like I said, they're going to have to stop them twice. So.
No doubt. Yep, they're going for it here. And you're going to know they're going to pass the football here. So bring a ton of pressure on the inside. Get your linebackers to step on the outside. Keep the quarterback in the middle of the field so he can't scramble around and play tight coverage. Slant completed, and he's close to a first down. Let's see if they give it to him. It doesn't look like he's got it, so it's going to bring up fourth down, and they've only got like 2 yards to get the first down and make it first and goal. So,
well, and that was a great catch by the receiver. I didn't get a number. I was watching the play, but he made a great catch because that ball was just a little bit behind him, and he kind of caught it off to his side, and the defense did a good job. So, yeah, you're right. I think it's 4th and 2 or 3 over there. Is that right?
Yep, I think it's going to be 4th and 2. And I think who caught that ball was number 4. That was Harrison Williams on the slant. It looks like Bayfield might call timeout yet again. Burn another timeout here before halftime. Let the clock roll all the way down as far as it can before they receive a penalty. There they go, and they're going to call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout ourselves. You're listening to Desert Sports Live.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
ACES is a leader in the provision of control systems integration, migration, and design services to industries that include oil and gas, water, wastewater, irrigation, mining, as well as manufacturing and other private, local, and federal entities. With a senior staff.
All right, we are back. As the Aztec Tigers are looking to try to come up with a huge stop here down on their own end. It's 4th and about 3 for the Wolverines, Albert. I look, they got Huerta in the backfield. Looks like they're.
Yep, I think they're going to hand it off to Domingos and just let him run it right up the middle. Or a quarterback sneak. Let's see which one they opt for. There it is, hand off to Domingo right up the middle.
Did he fumble it?
Well, nope. He got stopped, and then nobody wrapped him up, so he kept his legs chucking. And it looks like it's 4th.
Yeah,
I don't think they got it. Yeah, if he's short, it's a turnover on downs for the Aztec Tigers. And it's the far official held his hand up here, 4th down with his fist. Yep. And it's going to be a stop by the Tigers defense. And so, hey, they're going to the big stop there, Steven. Now, here's the scary part. Your back is right up against the end zone.
Yeah.
So you have got to come up with some really quick plays to get upfield and give yourself some room to breathe. Let's see what happens. I just say hand it off right up the middle.
I say give it to Keller and just let him go up the middle and let that clock run. You don't want to give up a turnover. You don't want to do anything crazy here. Just
two hands on the football so they don't strip it out of your hands, because you know they're going to be trying to create a fumble here.
Yeah.
And that's what they'll do. They'll just run it right up the middle.
They're trying to say they got the ball, but I don't think the ref's going to give them that.
So it'll bring up, well, it should run the clock out. I don't think they stopped the clock. I don't know why the clock stopped. Not sure why the clock stopped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they burned about 4 seconds stopping the clock there. I'm not sure why that happened, but
yeah, we're at 20-18. It's counting down. I stopped my clock, but I had it running.
Yeah,
it's not up.
Well,
is it up now? No, okay. Sorry, folks. I didn't know the scoreboard wasn't up. I apologize.
7 seconds to halftime, and there we go. So Aztec hanging in here, Steven. 12-0 is the score. We're going to stick around here as we're going to take it down onto the field with Randy Barboa, as he's going to bring us the new name released for the new mascot for the Aztec Tigers. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break to give some love to our sponsors. You're listening to Desert Sports Live.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
Well, we're just going to keep it live here while the dance team does their routine, and we'll be right back to announce the new name for the brand new mascot that Aztec has brought out. Pretty cool. Excited to release this new name. So enjoy the dance routine, and Steven and I will be right back. Bring you the name of the mascot.
All right, I'll switch it down there. Are they getting ready to do it right now? All right, folks, they're naming the mascot right now that you can see up there on the screen. Randy's down there with the camera.
Now, here's the new name if the wind will cooperate. It looks like it's going to be Clutch.
Clutch.
That's the new name for the mascot. It's going to be Clutch.
I think,
and they took a big vote on that, too, when they had the big deal here, Steven, a couple of weeks. We made it out here. That's a great name for it.
I think I know where a lot of those came from.
Probably, maybe the softball and baseball team had a little votes going on in there.
When we came to do our interviews on the summit day, they were all down there filling out their votes. So that's the new name for the mascot, Clutch.
We'll take a quick break ourselves, folks. We'll leave the cameras on, but you will not hear noise, okay, guys? So we are still live. You just will not hear us. We'll be right back here. When we come back, Steve is going to break down for us what he feels like Aztec as well as Bayfield need to do to adjust at halftime and come away with the win. You're listening to Desert Sports Live. It's halftime, and it's a 12-0 lead for the Bayfield Wolverines over the Aztec Tigers. Steven, let's start on the Bayfield side of things. Hey, they got a big-time coach over there. A lot of people could say he's a Hall of Famer. No doubt about it. He created a defense that just about every team on every level of football uses on an every game basis, or at least in practice. So let's talk about those sides of things for Bayfield. What do you see from them in that first half? What do they need to clean up to go on and win this football game?
Well, it's funny you mention that because, online we got a little thing going here on YouTube, but it says Tilly Vick 14. For those that don't know, Bayfield's head coach is arguably one of the greatest defensive minds in the history of college football, and that is correct. He created the 3-3-5 defense that like half the nation, we talked a little bit about it before the game, half the nation uses in Division I football, and he's created a lot of other defense. And as a matter of fact, Coach Weaver told us they're using the 3-3-5 defense tonight. He told us they were going to use that. But yeah, and I think he's like 149 and 107-1 on his record for Division I football. Coached the UNM Lobos for I think 9 seasons. He actually played for the Lobos back from 68 to 71. I think was WAC Player of the Year. Yeah, he played quarterback. Yeah. Coach Long, definitely a legend in the sport of football, and especially in New Mexico. If you're from New Mexico, you almost everybody here knows who Rocky Long is. So yeah, we don't doubt that. And then you had Nick Weaver come back in and he said, yeah, and Aztec's got one of the greatest offensive minds. And that being said as well, he is correct that, and Coach Kovacs told us that as well for Coach Weaver, is that he does a great job of scheming and trying to find ways to get his receivers open and finding ways to move the ball. I think we're going to see great things from Coach Weaver as well. He's a young coach. He's completely on the opposite end of the spectrum, this is his first head coaching game, first varsity game to head coach here tonight. So, yeah, this is just an outstanding night of football with both of these teams. And going to your question about what should Bayfield do, I don't think that Bayfield needs to change a whole lot other than it's just cleaning up the penalties. That's what's killed them tonight. And that being said, it's the first game of the season, and it's like every year we see this whenever we do these games. The first game of the season, we see a lot of penalties, we see a lot of miscues and things like that. Everybody's trying to get their team together and get things going, and I think that's just where we're at tonight. You're seeing that on both sides of the ball. I mean, Aztec had the big stop, gave up the personal foul penalty, and then they get a big play on offense but can't capitalize, and these are all things. This is why you play these games, right? You get this first game out of the way, you come in here, you get a really good look at where your team needs to be. No more scrimmages, none of those things.
Not beating up on each other.
Absolutely. So, I don't necessarily know that we sit here and break down and say, oh, they should be doing this or they should be doing that. Like right now, this is kind of a learning phase for both of these coaches, both of these teams. And the biggest thing right now is they're killing themselves with penalties. And I guarantee you both these coaches are going to get that cleaned up.
I mean, exactly. That I couldn't have said it any better than that. Just stop with the silly penalties. The worst part of it, Steven, is they are happening in the worst opportune times. And what do I mean by that? They've happened twice on 3rd down, and they've happened twice when Aztec stopped them on 4th down and gave them the dirty 1st down. On the flip side of that with Bayfield, I mean, listen, you can't talk enough about that backfield. You cannot talk enough about the weapons that Bayfield have on the field. And you can really see, Steven, on that team, it's a smaller team. I counted 25 players on the other sideline. But do you need a team of 50 crazed players? Or do you need a team of 15 to 25 that know each other, know this game, know what is expected by the coach, and go out there and show it on the field? That's what I think we see out here with Bayfield, and they're only going to get better as the season moves on. They got a bright future, does Bayfield. Aztec on the other side, what I'm seeing, young. I see a young team. What I also like to see is the crowd out here cheering them on and rooting them on, because they have to remember, magic just ain't going to happen overnight.
Exactly.
There's going to be some building. There's going to be some injuries. There's going to be some kind of hanging in there with some of these players and some of the things that you're seeing out on the field. And Colton Weaver's got the right coaching staff to bring these boys together, and we're going to see exactly that here in the second half. with mistakes and penalties, as you said.
Well, and I think the biggest difference you're seeing right now in this game is and I'll always say it, it's in the trenches. Bayfield right now is winning in the trenches. You know, they've got those big kids. They're busting through Aztec's offensive line, and it's not giving their quarterback time to do anything. Now, I agree with Nick, Colton's brother. I think you're going to see some really good offensive things from this Aztec Tiger team going forward, but they've got to get that offensive line shored up to make that happen. You've got to give your quarterback some time.
And I thought they did a great job the first couple of drives, the offensive line in this game. The thing about it is run the football. Run it right up the middle every single time Aztec has had a play up the middle. It has gone off for a minimum of anywhere from 3 to 8 yards. And if you could gain 3 yards every time you touch the football, well, check it out. Now you got 3rd down and 1. So you see where I'm going with that. Let's see if Aztec kind of reels that in and goes after that a little bit.
All right, well, one more shout-out before we get started. We got Ryan Sherman checked in. He said, shout-out to number 50, Grant Sherman. I am his dad, and I am so very proud of him. Go Wolverines. Well, thanks, Dad. Hopefully he'll get to go back and watch and hear that shout-out that he got from his dad. We appreciate those shout-outs coming in. Like I said, we have a great crowd out there tonight. Keep them coming. 505-701-2222 or go on the live chat on YouTube, and we will give you those shout-outs. We appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. And this has just been a fantastic evening as far as our broadcast goes. We love it because you guys have provided so much support for these kids, and that's what they need. They need you to come out, cheer for them, encourage them, and just allow them to have fun. So thank you guys for tuning in.
36-14 is the lead for Pedro Vista at halftime over Farmington. The Farmington Scorpions, we haven't been given a Bloomfield update in a little while. They're taking on Clovis in Santa Fe. I know you heard that right. It's very strange. Both teams hit the road to meet somewhat halfway to take on each other for the first game of the season. And we got number 5 deep to return the kick for the Aztec Tigers. That's Alejandro Valerio. And let's see if they kick it right to him. They've been doing a great job of kicking the line drive. And number 30, Gunnar Fran, an excellent kicker. Actually, we watched him kick field goals before the game. I'm a little surprised they haven't brought him out there on a couple of those closer, fourth downs down on their end of the goal to give him some practice.
Yeah, like when they're on the 6, could have taken some kicks down there.
Because he was cranking them from the 30 easily. So here we go. Here comes the kick. It's going to go right to Valerio. Take a bounce. He catches it right short of the 10 to the 15-20. He's got some speed. He's just going to lower his shoulder pads. He's going to be brought down around the 32-yard line, and Aztec will have a 1st down and 10 offensively. Let's see what adjustments this coaching staff was able to make during halftime as this score is 12-0. Start of the 3rd quarter. And, of course, the other local games going on tonight as Navajo Prep is at home taking on Raton. And then you've got Shiprock playing Kirtland tonight in Kirtland. So if anybody's got Bloomfield scores, let us know out there. And here we go. DiGiacomo now back on the field for the Aztec Tigers. He's got Keegan Keller in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side of the field. 4 down linemen for Bayfield. They bring everybody. There's a swing pass. And it was completed, but it was thrown behind Keller. Gave him no opportunity to haul that in, Steven. And he took a big shot at the end. So incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10 as they mark the ball actually on the 32-yard line.
Oh, so we got some more score updates. 27-8 Bloomfield at halftime. And then we got Coach Matthews on the YouTube. It says, my first ever lightning delay as Kirtland cannot get the lights to come on. The Kirtland Central Broncos lead the Shiprock Chieftains 32-0 with 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
Wow. Big score from Kirtland, and we heard a lot of good things about Kirtland's team this year. There's a cutback, beautiful cutback by Keller. Just 2 hands on the football, doing it the right way. Steven not going to cough it up, and that was a tough 3 yards. But look at that. You give him the football the first 2 times, and now we're talking possibly 3rd down and 1. Good job of running the football. Let's see if they stick with that a little further. Of course, they're in a passing down here. And I'm sure Bayfield is probably understanding that. So now you see 3 down linemen for Bayfield. And a ton probably going to drop back into coverage here. See if they bring the blitz. They do. They're going to blitz. Stepping in the pocket nicely was DiGiacomo. Well done by that young man. Steven, he's going to pick up close to 7 yards. It brings up 4th down.
Well, it's good to see DiGiacomo back out on the field. He was out for the rest of that half after he came off limping, and right there he picks up a big play, but it's going to be 4th and about 4 yards. So they're going to have to punt this one away as they're on their own end of the field. We got 10:40 to go here in this 3rd quarter, as the Aztec Tigers couldn't get anything going on that first drive. Bayfield back deep to receive on their 35-yard line. Oh, and a high snap, but he recovers it, gets the punt off, and it's going to go to the left side of the field. Oh, and it takes a Wolverines bounce. Aztecs going to have to stop that as it bounces off. Was that about a 10-yard bounce back to the 49-yard line?
Yeah, that unfortunately Aztec didn't know where they were at on that play. They should have known anytime on a punt the ball kicks back, catch it, stop it, because that's yardage you're giving the opposing team. And I think Bayfield was the recipient of about 6 yards on the ball bouncing back and no Aztec Tiger touching it. So here we go. It's 1st down and 10 as the ball's marked on the 49-yard line. Defense has played very tough tonight for the Aztec Tigers, using that marquee defense that Bayfield's new head coach and Rocky Long created himself. And here we go. We are set to go. It's McWither in the backfield. He's got the big running back in Horta. It's going to be a handoff to Horta, and he's got some room to run. Cuts it back in the middle. There's no Tigers there. Is he gone? It's the 30, 25, 20. He's going to be brought down, but not after he rips off at probably close to 38 yards on the run.
Yeah, he found his way through. He hit the hole, cut back to the right, got outside, and just headed downfield as Huerta just a big, strong kid. He might not be the fastest one out there, but he's a load to bring down as he just made his way down the field. Nice run by the Wolverines.
So 1st down and 10 from the 19-yard line on Aztec side of the field as the Wolverines lead this game 12-0. And we are set to go. 3 down linemen for the Tigers. Now they're going to bring the box. They flood the box to see how many come and how many drop off. There's a snap, jet sweep. He's going to get hit immediately. Nice job by the defense. Number 52 in there on the tackle to start the initial contact. We got a flag on the play. It's going to be a legal shift by Bayfield, but Steven, 52 came in like a missile in Castellano, and he put a big hit on the Bayfield player.
Yeah, good job. I mean, that was good defense right there by the Tigers. They shut that run down on that jet sweep, and neither one of these teams is having a huge ton of success trying to run it outside. Huerta got outside on his, but he went up the middle first and then cut outside on that last run. But both these teams have good pursuit on the outsides. We have a surprise score. Carlsbad leading 20-0 over Artesia.
Wow, Carlsbad. And hey, what did Coach Kovacs tell us in our hot mic? Brought to you by Garage Guys. It's going with the pass. There's the throw right through the hands of the intended receiver, and he was wide open. Steven, I mean, he's looking at 6 pretty easily if he hangs that in.
Well, they're letting the clock run, but the clock should have stopped. I'm watching the clock running. I don't know what's going on, but it should have stopped. They're burning a lot of clock. We're down to 9:20 as Albert went to go tell him to stop the clock over there. There they go. They got it stopped. But it went all the way down to 19. Let's see.
Well, let's see what Bayfield comes up with. A 2nd down and 15 to go. There's the snap, handoff to the big running back again. Nice stiff arm. We got a flag on the play, and it's probably going to be a hold again against Bayfield as one of the offensive linemen drug down the defender right in front of the white hat. So, like we talked about, just a ton of penalties in this game.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what we talked about when we came back from halftime is you got to clean up the penalties. It just kills you. Whenever you, especially like, and it's happening at crucial times, don't you think? Like they get a big play, like right there, they get down, they're inside the red zone, and boom, like they're getting marched all the way back to the 32-yard line.
And it always seems like really on both sides of the ball, Stephen, that they have these penalties at the absolute worst time.
Yeah.
And, and again, I know a lot of people want to talk about officials and this and that and that and this, and we have a lot of questions because we don't understand, or maybe they changed the rules. But understand this officiating crew out here is some of the best officials in the state of New Mexico on this field right now. There's a shot down the field. He's got some separation, but the ball, I think the intended receiver just lost the football, Stephen, because he just gave up on the play.
Well, yeah, it like hit him right in the helmet. If he would have seen the ball coming, that might have been
a touchdown.
Touchdown, yeah, or even an interception if the cornerback turns and looks. But they just both kind of lost the ball.
Yeah, it was intended to number 18, Tanner Viborni, and it was thrown really well. I mean, like you said, it hit him like right in the helmet area, so that should have been a touchdown by all accounts if you're a Bayfield fan. 3rd down and a mile for Bayfield to go here. And Aztec is loading up the box. Are they going to blitz or do they back off? Let's see what happens. There's motion. They're going to pass. Going downfield, and he's open again, and he overthrew him. He threw a dart, an absolute laser to his intended receiver, and he was wide open, Stephen. Number 4, that was Williams, would have had 6.
Man,
if it's put in his hands.
If he lobs that ball just a little bit more and allows his receiver to get under that, that's 6 for sure, because he got behind the defense. I don't know how he did it or what that pattern was, but he just went right behind the safety and the cornerback, and he was 5 yards behind him. That was whatever that route was. It was a great route, and it got the defense confused. But fortunately for Aztec, it gets overthrown, and that brings up a 4th down and long. So I'm not sure, are they going to punt this or are they going to – it looks like they're going to just –
They're going for it.
Go for it.
Maybe a little pooch punt. Sometimes they'll sneak that in there, try to pin him deep into their own end zone. Nope, they're going for it. They're going for pay dirt. Double coverage, and we're going to have a pass interference, but it was caught.
Touchdown.
And touchdown. So it's going to be pass interference for the Tigers, but that's not going to stand. It's going to be a touchdown catch, and I apologize, folks. Everybody
Number
keeps
11.
jumping on the player.
I think it was number 11 is who made the catch.
And it is number 4.
Okay, number 4.
So that is Harrison Williams with a big-time touchdown catch.
32-yard touchdown catch.
There you go.
Man, that was a nice catch. He had the defender. I mean, like I said, he got interfered with right in his face, and they called the pass interference because the defender didn't turn around. He just put his hands up, and he was right in his face, but he still made a great catch and gets in the end zone to take the score to 18-0 pending this extra point.
Well, they're going to try – actually, they're going to try a 2-point conversion.
Oh, yep.
And there's a snap, quick pass on the slant, no good. And I got to tell you that if receiver would feel that every bit of it, Stephen, if he catches that, because that was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
I was going to say that was a rocket. I mean, he tried to drill that in there. I wonder if Coach Long tells him, "Hey, dude, you don't need to throw it that hard. He's only 5 feet away from you. Just get it to it. Just get it in his hands." But man, McWhither, he throws that ball. He doesn't even hesitate. So that'll put the Wolverines up 18-0. We'll be right back.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
ACES is a leader in the provision of control systems integration, migration, and design services to industries that include oil and gas, water, wastewater, irrigation, mining, as well as manufacturing and other private, local, and federal entities. With a senior staff
Welcome back as we have a great crowd out on the YouTube channel tonight. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. Keep those shout-outs coming in on the live chat or 505-701-2222. That goes to Albert's phone. We love doing these shout-outs, man. What a great opening night. Just a great crowd, not just here but online. Everybody's getting out and supporting these kids. We very much appreciate that. As the Wolverines just took an 18-0 lead, and they are now kicking off to the Tigers. Here comes the kick. It's a pooch kick on the ground. Aztec trying to cover it up, and they will get to it, and they will be on their own 30-yard line.
Well, we've got a penalty on the field, too, on the kickoff. Probably a little bit of extracurricular activity. And I'm not sure it's going to go against Aztec, though. That's a fact. I'm seeing the finger pointing from the umpire that it went Aztec's way on a kickoff on the furthest part of the field away from the play, and it's a holding Aztec. And, I mean, that's just kind of what we're talking about. Just silly, silly mistakes on a ball that was kicked to the far side of the field. You got somebody holding on the near side. So, yep, those are those little things that on the first game you're going to expect. I mean, maybe not in this abundance of flags, but you expect some miscues here. And Aztec, they're going to have to get it cleaned up. I mean, they just continue to have issues here with their penalties. Here comes the snap. DiGiacomo back on the field. There's a snap, two-step drop, looking to get rid of it. Tuck it and go or get rid of it. Dumps it off down here to Brody Sagata. And it just took way too long for that play to develop. And by the time they threw it to Brody, the defender was already on top of him. Gain of 3, though.
All right, so 2nd down and 7 for the Aztec Tigers. Just trying to see if they can't get something going, break something open, get something down the field, try to get one in the end zone.
Ball's marked on the 23-yard line. Blitz, got to get rid of it. And he fumbles it. And it's going to be picked up by Bayfield. As DiGiacomo just could not get the ball tucked. He looked like he wanted to throw it away, then changed his mind, tried to tuck it up, and he fumbled it.
Yeah, and that's one thing DiGiacomo. I mean, he's young, and it's going to come with experience. You gotta get that ball tucked up against you. You can't be. He kind of holds it in his hand, trying to make something happen, and it keeps coming out. But you know, it's just tough. When that blitz came, he just had no time, and he was just trying to adjust. But Bayfield in great shape here as they will take over on the Aztec. What is that? 7-yard line.
I think it's 7-yard line. So 1st and goal. And do they bring the big back in number 24, Elijah Horta? Yep, they sure did. So look at him to be handed the football. Nope, they're going to go jet sweep this time, right up the middle, kicks it back outside, and Aztec stops that play short of the goal. So we'll bring up 2nd down and goal for Bayfield. 18-0 is your lead for the Bayfield Wolverines, and Stephen Aztec has been in this game the entire time.
Yeah.
Just too many penalties at the wrong time.
I keep stopping the clock, and it keeps running. The ref was down there waving his arm, stop the clock. But, yeah, you're right. Bayfield, I feel like Aztecs done better than what's on the scoreboard,
sure.
But they just have kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit in some situations. But like I said, Coach Weaver's first game, he's seeing exactly where he's at, getting a good look. I guarantee you he's the film Nazi. Remember, he's going to go in and take care of business this coming week. It looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. Timeout Bayfield, is that who called it?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll be right back.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
All right, welcome back as Bayfield is knocking on the door. They just took a timeout, and Aztec is going to have to come up with a couple of big stops here in order to keep this one out of the end zone. So let's see what Bayfield comes up with there. 3 to the right, far side, 1 to the near side.
Look for Horta to get the ball. Nope, they're going to pass again, and they're going to be able to track him down, but they do not wrap up the quarterback.
Yeah, there's a flag on the field that I'm not sure what came from the back judge.
Yep, so I bet you that's probably going to be holding, defensive holding by the Tigers if the back judge is throwing the flag. And Aztec stopped him from getting in the end zone, but they should have stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. They had him dead set in a sack and just did not wrap him up and bring him down.
Let's see what the call is going to be here.
So, yeah, this is going to go against Aztec for sure. Unless there was a pick.
Let's see. They're having quite the discussion.
Geez, and we're fixing to hit 2 hours in this game, and we haven't even gotten to the fourth quarter yet.
We're still 7 minutes
We're
to
having
go.
discussions all over the football field here. There we go, holding.
There it is. They're gonna decline it, and I think they're gonna take the ball on the 1 yard, or it's gonna be 3rd and 1. So
Here we go. There we go. There's the clock starting.
Okay.
So we're ready, folks. Sorry about that. I just 2 hours to get through. Not even 3 quarters of football. It's crazy.
It's a long night for us here.
Yeah, it sure is. All right, so McWhirther goes under center, gives it to the big guy, and he just dives forward into the end zone. And he's not getting deep in the end zone, Steven. I guess it doesn't really matter because he's scoring, but he's getting stopped right at the goal line, If Aztec could figure that out just about on every play, they'd be in a lot better shape. But another touchdown for number 24, Horta, and another score for Bayfield.
And that will make the score 24-0 as Bayfield leads. And that came off of that turnover right down here on Aztec's end, and they punch another one in. And Bayfield is good. Now they've got their kicker out there. See if they can kick one through the uprights.
Well, he's going to be getting set as number 4, Williams, will hold the football for number 30. There's a snap, the hold. We got a penalty before ball's even snapped. And that goes against the Aztec Tigers, defensive encroachment.
See if they'll stay with the kicker or if they'll go for 2 again.
Well, at some point you think if you're Bayfield, you got to give your kicker some practice here.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, at this stage of the game, I think you do give your kicker some practice. Let's see what they're.
I don't know.
I'm just not sure why
Got
they're
a
having
long pause again as we're having a discussion with the quarterback.
Yeah, they
in the huddle.
They declined it.
To decline the penalty.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're going to try extra point kick again. Let's see what happens. See if Aztec will stay onside this time. We're set to go. Williams calls for the football. There's a snap. Hold, the kick is up. It's low line drive, but I think it got it, and he did.
It barely cleared the uprights, but it gets through, so that'll make the score 25-0. Bayfield Wolverines lead, and we will be right back.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
All right, welcome back. We got a few shout-outs here. We got Coach Bevel, James Bevel, 2 new coaches at both schools. Players going to try too hard to prove themselves equals effort with penalties. And, yes, you are correct. And then Tilly Vick said, as I said, Rocky Long, basically any high school offensive coach in America, huge for Bayfield to get him. And you are correct. Adrian Hackett says, hey, guys, just wanted to check in and give you a score update. PV 44 and FHS 14, and Neil Lobato, we appreciate what Desert Sports is doing for high school sports. Thank you. Well, thank you, Neil. There's the kickoff, and it's going to be caught at the 30. That was kind of a line drive kick, and that's a great return. It's number 13 for Aztec. That is Parker O'Gean. Man, he had to snag that thing out of the air.
He sure did. Just whipped it right out of the air. Nice kick, but got another text message from a legend ourselves and Coach Stinson. Enjoying the game. Keep moving forward, Aztec. That's from Coach Stinson. And we've got somebody asking, do we cover middle school games? Well, we'll be covering Aztec versus Bloomfield this year, and hopefully Aztec versus Heights this year as well at the home. But that's about the only ones that we get around to, because we're usually into the high school realm of things, and then we do the Apple Championships, of course. And there was a swing pass, and number 32 for the Aztec Tigers was open for that catch. Just Keller, it was nowhere near for him to catch it.
Yeah, I mean, he turned his head a little bit late, and I think was that DeGiacomo or no, is that Martin that's out there?
It's Martin back out
there. I mean,
there.
he got the pass off a little bit early, and I don't think Keller was quite ready for it. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
And no time off the clock after that quick miss. We're going to pass again. Here's the throw. And the receiver hadn't even turned in his pattern yet.
Didn't look like they were on the same page there.
Nope. Ball was thrown. He had a ton of pressure on him, Stephen did Martin, and he just aired it out. It's just unfortunately Valerio had not broke out on his cut yet, and it's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. And 3 seconds run off the clock in 2 plays.
Yep.
That looks like Aztec's got just a number of players just dropping down, 2 injured here on the sideline, as we see a number of them in jerseys and no helmets. Hopefully they'll be all right and be healthy for next week. Here's a snap. Got to get rid of it.
Oh.
There's a fumble. And Aztec's able to recover the ball, but that was a free shot on our quarterback just now. And nobody picked up number 3, Stephen, blitzing in Domingos, and he absolutely blasted Martin.
Yeah, Martin just took a straight shot right there. That is tough. Man.
That's a tough kid right there, and Martin to get back up from that hit too. So we're set to go here. We got, I think we're punting, but a lot of players confused on the field for the Tigers. And so Aztec's got to burn a timeout. And we're going to take a timeout ourselves. You're listening to Desert Sports Live.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
ACES is a leader in the provision of control systems integration, migration, and design services to industries that include oil and gas, water, wastewater, irrigation, mining, as well as manufacturing and other private, local, and federal entities, with a senior staff.
All right, we are back. And the Tigers are going to have to punt the football away, as it is 4th down and 16. So number 5 goes back to kick for the Tigers. That's Valerio. Number 32, Keller, was punting. But they've swapped that out. Number 4, deep to return the kick. And again, kick that away from that young man. If you're an Aztec Tiger fan, Williams is as dangerous as they come as a return man. There's a kick, and it's going right to him. And he's going to have an opportunity. Catches it short of the 20, across the 25. Oh, nice open field tackle. Who was that? Trying to get a number. 28 again, having a heck of a game. That was Munoz.
Getting down the field. Yeah, and he had a guy on him. That was a great tackle.
So let's see what Bayfield can come up with here offensively and what Aztec can do defensively, come up with a big stop. So here we go. Let's see if Bayfield brings out some new players as they're up 25-0 in the third. And we're still not even halfway through this quarter yet in the third quarter, folks. To be honest with you, it's crazy to even say that. We still have another quarter to go. And here we go. There's motion. Jet sweep handoff to number 4. That's Williams stretching it out to the far side. Try to cut it back through the middle. And Aztecs right there, they're just not wrapping him up. He probably got hit, 6 different times, Steven, and he still almost gets the first down.
Man, he did not want to go down. And if you're Bayfield, you like having that guy in your backfield because he is not going to go to the ground. Aztec's going to have to get down there and wrap up the ankles and get him to the ground.
Wrap him around the legs, hold on till reinforcements come in. That's the name of the game right there if you're trying to tackle. Stop trying to act like you're this big-time hitter, that you're going to come up high on these guys and you're going to knock them over. It's not going to happen on a Bayfield running back. These guys are too big, too strong, and too fast. Hit them down low, wrap your arms up on them, and wait for reinforcements to come in. See if Aztec can figure that out here shortly. False, ball. Stop before we even get going. False start against Bayfield, so that'll stop the clock again. And it'll bring up second down for the Wolverines. So the ball's marked just short. It looks like the 29-yard line. So Aztec needs a turnover, and they need some type of magic to happen offensively. But they've got to come up with a big stop here. So they're going to split 2 receivers to each side of the field is Bayfield. Second down and 7 for the Wolverines. They're going to pass the football again. Quick pass. Nice coverage by the Aztec Tigers. That was number 28 on the tackle in Munoz, but not after the Wolverines pick up the first down. And, Steven, they're just these real quick slants because Aztec's corners are so far off the football.
I mean, give the defender credit. He was there when he caught the ball, but he was so far off it allowed the receiver time to catch the pass. And when you got McWhirter back there, I mean, he's going to get the ball into that receiver's hands quick. Even a cross-field pass like that, he got it there fast.
Well, first down and 10, new set of downs for Bayfield. Ball's on the 36-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side for Bayfield. There's a snap. Fake handoff, play action. Quick pass in the open field. He got hit, wrapped him up. Nice job that time. Steven tackling. They went down low on him until the reinforcements came in and they knocked him down. He went nowhere.
Yeah, they finally wrapped up and he had nowhere to go. And Aztec with a nice stop there. Second down and 8 as the Wolverines trying to keep this drive alive. The Wolverines, they don't look bad. I mean, their roster's a little smaller, but man, these kids, they came ready to play tonight.
They look in shape. I mean, they look really in shape, running some great patterns, running the football strong. They're playing both sides of the football. Ironman, so is Aztec. Really 2 rich history type of teams here football-wise in Bayfield and Aztec. Play action, looking deep, and he got past the cornerback. It's caught, and he's gone. Touchdown, Bayfield. And that is, what is that, Steven? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 68-yard touchdown pass.
Wow. And, I mean, he just put that over the shoulder right where it needed to be. and it was a nice catch. I mean, it looked like the receiver was fixing to be overthrown, and then it just fell right in his hands. He just went right over his shoulder. Nice catch, nice touchdown for the Wolverines, and they will add another 6 points to make it 31-0. As they are fixing to kick the extra point.
They'll get set. 31-0. Aztec's done a good job of stopping the extra point tries or the 2-point conversions. And, you know, if you think about it, Steven, Aztec's done a great job getting pressure on the quarterback. He's just got such a strong arm. He's not even taking drop back. He's taking one step and firing the football. There's a hold. The kick is up, and it's good. So 32-0, Bayfield over Aztec. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Desert.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
That's a 32-0 lead for Bayfield. 3:26 left to go in this game. Or at least in the third quarter, pardon me. We still got the fourth quarter to get through. And we are over 2 hours in this game officially. And here comes the kickoff. It's number 5, deep to return the kick for the Tigers. It's Valerio. Had an excellent return a number of times tonight, actually. Here comes the kick. Hard squib. It's a live ball, and it's recovered by Bayfield. Aztec could not hold on to the football, and it's fumbled, and it'll be another turnover by the Tigers. And Bayfield will recover the football all over again as they kick the onside.
Well, I don't even know if it was onside. Did he just kick it right at the lineman, and that was
well,
kind of the
he's
game
squibbing
plan?
it, so it's basically an onside kick. That's what you're hoping for.
Well,
is that somebody tries to
happened.
catch it, and it goes off their hands, and they recover it. That's exactly what just took place. So, yeah, Bayfield onsiding a couple of times now in this game.
Well,
actually, the last 3 kicks they've had, they've onsided it.
Well, and if you're Aztecs defense, you're pretty exhausted, and now you got to go back out on the field again. So, Bayfield on offense once again as they just recovered that kickoff after they drilled it right into one of the guys up front.
But it's a tight formation, and Bayfield still with all their starters in the game. There's motion, handoff to number 24. It's Harta. And he's going to pick up 5 yards, and it'll bring up, 4 yards now, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for Bayfield. So they lead this game 32-0.
I mean, Bayfield has a really balanced attack. I mean, they're doing it in the air. Then they have Huerta in the back getting those big runs. McWhirter, man, he's placing the ball well. When those long throws, I think he's got such a strong arm. He when he lofts it like that, man, that ball just goes right where it's whenever he's trying to throw those on a rope that kind of get away from him.
He needs more finesse touch. Yes, he's got a big arm, but when he's really reared back and let her rip, he's been off the mark. But right there, nice little touch pass has been on the mark all night long for him. So he just needs to learn how to control his arm speed, knowing that when I'm throwing these bullets, I need to throw those on the slants. I don't need to be throwing those, 15, 20, 30 yards down the field.
Yep, exactly.
He'll figure that piece out because he's got a fantastic arm. So first down, new set of downs for Bayfield as they picked up the first down on that previous pass. And now the ball's marked on the 27-yard line. Nope, pardon me. It's the 33-yard line. I got turned around. 33-yard line of Aztec side of the field. as the clock continues to roll. Here's the snap, handoff right up the middle. Nice tackle. That's number 9 on the tackle, Jerry Mullins.
Nice tackle by Jerry Mullins, as Aztec will stop them to make it a 2nd and 9. I can't imagine, well, I don't know. I don't want to say we're not going to see a lot of passing from here on out, but I would imagine we're going to see a lot of Bayfield running the ball quite a bit here to close out this game. As that clock continues to run, 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter.
Well, there's the snap, play action, quick pass, been open on that side, and nice tackle. So I don't know if he dropped it on the hit or if he just dropped it before he got hit, but a nice open field tackle. Yep. I think that was number 5.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, so Valerio knocking the ball out.
Looked like he made the catch, but came up short, I guess, as that will make it 3rd and 9 for the Wolverines.
Health. Bayfield running the football very well. This entire game has really gone to the air attack now. There's the motion. Handoff. Aztec right there to hang on to him. It'll bring up 4th down. And we'll see if Bayfield opts to go for it or if they try to pin Aztec deep, but surely they'll go for it.
Yeah, this is absolutely 4-down territory for the Wolverines.
And I thought you were going to come back with, and don't call me Shirley.
Are we to that place?
A little airplane here, but you missed that one on me, pal. You missed that on me, pal.
I am a little tired, though.
You are. You've been working long hours with that huge
oh, my gosh.
project Hill Corp's got going on right now. Well, a number of companies, actually. Yeah. So they will punt it. Oh. So we are going to get to see a 2nd attempt on a punt for Bayfield. They fake punted it, and do we have another timeout by Bayfield? We sure do. Bayfield decided to call timeout, so we'll take a timeout ourselves. We'll be right back. You're listening to Desert Sports Live.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
All right, let's see if Bayfield. Oh, we got another whistle. And, oh, yeah, they didn't give us the full minute, I think is what it was. But the back judge caught it. Our good buddy Brian out there.
That's right.
Let's see if they opt to go ahead and punt the football away. It's going to be interesting to see what they call the timeout for. Pooch kick here. Just let that go in the end zone. That's right. That's the right move, and it'll be a touchback. 1st down and 10 for the Aztec Tigers from the 20-yard line. And are we going into the 4th quarter?
Well, no, the clock should have stopped at like 5 seconds.
Oh, they kept it running. That's right.
Oh,
they're gonna close it out, so we'll close it out.
All right, I guess we'll take another quick break, and we will be right back.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
ACES is a leader in the provision of control systems integration, migration, and design services to industries that include oil and gas, water, wastewater, irrigation, mining, as well as manufacturing and other private, local, and federal entities. With a senior staff
Well, we're headed into the fourth quarter here in opening night. Bloomfield's up big. Pedro Vista's up big over Farmington. Bloomfield's up big over Clovis. And as you heard Steven say from our good buddy Corey, that Carlsbad sounded like they were dropping the hammer on Artesia.
That is a surprise one right there.
Of course, Kirtland taking care of business over Shiprock at Kirtland tonight. They're in a delay. And then you've got Navajo Prep taking on Raton, but we've not heard that score yet. Beautiful play action. Fake handoff and a keeper by himself to Martin, calls his own number, Steven, and a nice run, gain of 5.
Well, he made the right decision right there. As he kept his eyes downfield. He could see what was coming. He pulled the ball out and picks up a nice gain of about 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 for the Aztec Tigers. That was a nice little play there by Martin.
Let's see if they'll hand the football off to Keller, let him do what he does best. An exciting freshman running back for the Aztec Tigers. Let's see if they give him the ball. Martin looks over the defense, calls for the football, looking for the swing pass. He's got to get rid of it. He's got pressure.
Throw it
away. He's going to get hit, and he takes a huge sack.
Got to throw that away.
And again, you just got, you feel the pressure coming down. You got to throw the football away. So we apologize that the clock keeps messing up with the clock operator.
No, there he goes. Now he started again. So I'm letting it. I'm going according to what I'm seeing on the field, and then I look up, and then the clock is stopped up there.
That's
the main
clock. Great picture right there for the Aztec Tigers. Swing pass, quick cut. Oh, and then he dropped it. It was such a nice play. They say, did he catch it and then fumbled it? When he tried to tuck it away, I don't think he had control of it, to be honest with you.
I think it was an incomplete pass.
They're still having a conversation.
Oh, no,
they said
it was a
he
fumble.
caught it and he dropped it. So on the exchange to tuck it up and run it, he loses the football, and Bayfield recovers it. It's 1st down and 10, Bayfield.
Another huge turnover by the Tigers. It didn't look like he had time to even hold on to it, but they called it a catch and a fumble. So Bayfield comes up with a big turnover down here on Aztec's end.
Well, 10 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 32-0 your score. Bayfield with the commanding lead. Aztec was in this game. Really, the entire game just could not get out of their own way tonight with penalties. And really, that's the name of the game. Penalties and not wrapping up.
Yep.
And you clean those things up, you got to believe Aztec's in a really good spot. Under center is the quarterback. Handoff to number 3. That's Domingo. Oh, it's number 5 in the game. Yep, you're right. See, that's our handy-dandy Jake with the young guys over there. Cade Grover on the handoff, and he picks up a good chunk of yardage, 4 yards, brings up 2nd down and 6 for Bayfield.
Yep, that was a nice little run right there. It was a good tackle, but he still went up high. He got him around the shoulders and drug him to the ground, brought him down. But, man, Aztec, and that's what I'm saying. Coach Weaver, he's a film guy. He's gonna be getting in the film room, and he's gonna be figuring things out this week. And I guarantee you, they're just gonna keep getting better.
Absolutely, I'm with you on that. There's a jet sweep, fumbled now. It's on the ground, still on the ground, and everybody jumping on top of the pile. And I think Aztec came up with it, but let's check it out. They do. So Bayfield coughs it up, and Aztec recovers it. So tit for tat here on the turnovers for both of these teams. Right here, Steven, I think it's easy to figure out that Aztec really needs to compose themselves together, get a nice drive, and get some points on the board.
Well, yeah, you're right. And you know that right now on the Aztec side, it's the first game, and I guarantee you they're already game planning for this week. You know what I mean? Their brains are already working overtime on what's coming next.
There's a snap, handoff to the running back, and look at that lane, Steven. Great job by the offensive line, and that's what I'm talking about. The handoff up the middle is working. There's lanes to run through, and keep doing that. Keep pushing that, because I feel like, Steven, and you tell me if you feel differently, I feel like this offensive line, once they start coming together, they're going to be nasty, because they've opened up some lanes tonight, and they've really protected the quarterback. Last year, the quarterback ran for their life every single play. That's not the case tonight. Huge improvement. Quick pass. Skipped off one would-be tackler, did Brody Sagata. And he's going to barrel forward on a nice run. 2 huge stiff arms by Sagata. Great run. Brings up 3rd down and manageable now, 3rd and 4.
Well, Sagata, a big, strong kid. And, you want to – it'd be nice to see him get the ball in his hands more.
Yes.
And give him an opportunity, because – He definitely can get it done if you allow him to do it.
He's a hard body to bring down. He's tall and strong. He's put a lot of weight on over the summer. Excellent baseball player, too. Roll it out. Is DiGiacomo the right thing? Tuck and go or get rid of it? Nice job. He'll dump it off to his receiver. 1st down. And that is a nice throw by DiGiacomo to find Sagata open, Stephen, in the soft spot right around the hash mark. It's 1st down.
Yeah, that was a nice little play there by the Tigers.
Twice now to Sagata. So 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball's marked on the 29. Keller in the backfield. DiGiacomo calls for the ball. Handoff to Keller right up the middle. He's just carrying people on his back. And a nice run again. And you can see why Stephen Parks and myself are so high on number 32, Keegan Keller, and the future this young man holds for us here as an Aztec Tiger fan.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a freshman, and that kid's a big kid, strong kid, likes to run the ball, not afraid of contact, and that's what you need in a football player. So, yeah, Keegan Keller, really enjoy watching him play.
And this is an experienced Bayfield defense, Stephen. This team for Bayfield, they're going to make some noise this year. There's a throw, beautiful throw by DiGiacomo, and it's completed to number 13. That's Parker Ogeen. There's Ogeen again, Stephen, stepping up with some big catches, and a great job by DiGiacomo to feel that pressure and get rid of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Aztec seeing some positive movement here, moving the ball a little bit.
And, Stephen, it's still packed out here in the stands.
I know.
The fans have not left the stadium for these Aztec Tigers.
They haven't left the live stream. It just keeps getting more and more people on it, and, man, it's awesome to see all of you on there. There's the snap. He's going to drop back. He's looking. Oh, he had to throw it into the dirt, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers. 4th and, 3?
Yeah, you got to go for this.
Yeah.
You have to go for this. And that was a good throw by DiGiacomo. He noticed that Keller was not open, Stephen. Two defenders on him. He was streaking up the middle. He threw it into the dirt. Incomplete. You live to play another down. Whether you're going to punt or go for it, at least it's not an interception. It looks like Aztec will punt.
Yep, they're going to punt.
Again, kick it away from number 4 in Williams. I would have to say in Colorado, Stephen, number 16 and McWhirter, the quarterback, the wide receiver, number 4 Harrison Williams. They're going to be a force to reckon with in Colorado. Beautiful tackle. Wow. Is there a star in the making? Number 28, Lorenzo Munoz, the junior. He is having a big day for the Tigers, Stephen. Man, another big-time open field tackle.
You talk about getting down in coverage. That kid, he gets down the field quick. He's the first one there every time. Man.
Great job by Munoz, and he has been all over the place. But going back to Bayfield, Stephen, you see what this team has. There is no way that this team goes 0-5 in district this year.
No.
They are going to be a force to reckon with. They have weapons all over the field, and we haven't even talked about their offensive and defensive line.
Yeah, I mean, they are not looking too shabby, and they've got some big kids on this team. You know, like the quarterback has lots of options. He's got a great arm. Yeah, Bayfield's looking tough. And they got their new head coach, Rocky Long. Couldn't ask for a better coach, so they definitely have a bright future going forward.
Yeah, I got a lot of belief in this Bayfield Wolverine team. They are going to make some noise this year in Colorado. No doubt about it. Here is McWerther under center, handoff. Nice job tackling. And when we talked to Colton Weaver on our interview, Stephen, on our hot mic brought to you by Garage Guys, we break those out on Monday nights. For those of you who haven't watched one of our hot mics, please tune in on that. But what did Coach Weaver say? That some of the best part of his team was going to be his defensive line, and they played pretty well tonight against that run.
Absolutely. So, yeah, and speaking of Garage Guys / hot mic, we're going to have Mr. Riddle on this week, and we're going to get some other guests on there, so be ready because we're going to be talking to some different people this week.
There's a handoff in the backfield. Didn't wrap him up, but slowed him down enough, Steven, till the rest of the troops came in. Great job by the Tiger defense. That was number 54 that started it all, and that is Drake Rivera.
Well, it's encouraging to see. I mean, they're still fighting. I mean, they're down 32-0, but you're seeing them still doing good things. You know, that was good right there. The defense got in there. They collapsed. Man, they brought him down, and no gain, as it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Wolverines.
That's the character of their coach right there. Their leader, El Capitan, and Colton Weaver, never given up, and the Tigers are definitely not giving up tonight. This is a formidable opponent in Bayfield. They are about as good as they come in seeing this team and the stars that they have. And Aztec, I know people say, well, the score's 32-0, but like Stevens mentioned earlier, the way this game has gone, the score doesn't reflect to how well Aztecs played tonight.
Yeah, and they've made, both sides. Both teams have made mistakes. Aztecs has just cost them more than Bayfield's has, but yeah, definitely encouraged by what I'm seeing on both sides. Both teams, I think, are gonna get even better throughout the season moving forward. So that's encouraging.
Well, Bayfield's missing some players. I don't know if they're gonna try to quick punt here, if they're gonna actually go for it, but they are missing some players, or they got too many. That should be a flag, actually. It's not. There we go. There's the snap, the kick.
That was
high.
a good one.
And he got the backward bounce, and I keep thinking these players are going to grab that ball, Steven, but all of them keep just looking at it and watching it bounce backwards.
I know.
I just it boggles my mind that both players on both sides, and I'm sure some of our listeners are saying the same thing. Catch the football.
Yeah. Somebody run up and catch that thing.
Well, and we've talked about this as well earlier. This team looks different this year, Steven. It feels different. There's a lot of dog left in Aztec with 5:09 left to go, and it's a 32-0 score now. Bayfield still with their starters in this entire game, except now they've kind of peppered in a few non-starters, but for the most part, they've had their starters in here the entire game, and it's been a heck of a game up to this point. There's the snap, low, but it's handled to Giacomo, getting rid of it, throws it up for grabs. Incomplete. Should have been a face mask. Absolutely should have been face mask, but not called.
And it's encouraging too to see that the offensive line is giving the quarterback some time to throw the ball back there, whoever it is. I know we've seen several guys back there. I mean, we've had Giacomo, Martin, Joseph, right? Is it Joseph?
That's right.
Okay.
It's Joseph Martin.
Joseph Martin.
Logan DiGiacomo, the quarterbacks.
Okay. Yeah, and it's good to see him getting him some time back there here towards the end of the game. Nice handoff. Oh, man, good job by the defensive line right there. Number 77 right in the backfield to take Keller down.
Well, and on that play, the offensive line just got caught on their heels. They had absolutely no fire off the offensive line there. And number 77, who was in on the tackle for Bayfield, that's Ben Sample, absolutely blew over the tackle for Aztec. They've got to get better footing, and we talked about you talked about that before the game. Quick pass, it's caught, split the defenders. He's still on his feet, but nice Nice way to hold on by number 4.
5, I think, right?
It's Harrison Williams on the tackle, but completed to number 5 for the Tigers.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, Valerio right there, man. If he beats that last tackle,
Yes.
he might be gone. He was heading towards the sidelines, that far side of the field. But nice pass and catch for the Tigers. 4th down.
But another quick play, and we talked about that earlier. Aztec has to get quicker on their plays because Bayfield has way too much speed defensively. I am so impressed with Bayfield. Here's DiGiacomo. He's got pressure. He's got to get rid of it. Took a big shot after he threw the ball away, and that should have been, late hit on Bayfield. We got one just the same, and they absolutely lit up DiGiacomo on that play.
Yeah, he got hit hard right there. Man, poor guy.
He got a full step and then unloaded on Giacomo. Let's see if that's what the call is, though. I don't know if it's intentional grounding or if it's against Bayfield here. But, yeah, he took a big hit well after he let go of the football.
Yeah, they're having a discussion.
Well, we'll get to you here shortly.
Looks like
on the call.
Jake's giving us, he thinks it's the roughing the passer.
I think it's roughing the passer. I really do, but I didn't. There it is. Told you. Intentional grounding.
So
Aztec.
turnover on downs. So 3:45 left on the clock. Bayfield leading 32-0, and they will march their offense back out onto the field. As both these teams getting their first game under their belt this evening. And it has been a long night, hasn't it?
It sure has. Penalties haven't helped, but, hey, I'm having a great time. It's a frustrating time for me tonight, being a coach and a player for so long. And I just get frustrated with certain things really on both sides of the ball for both of the teams because I know how good these teams really are and how well coached they are.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we definitely are turning this into a 3-hour football game here tonight with so many penalties and so many timeouts for these teams to allow players on the field, and they're all over the place, and players don't know when they're supposed to be in. You expect those things in the first game.
No.
Well, stay away from the quarterback, guys. Pass was complete.
Yeah, I mean, and that was just what is it, like 3 seconds he had that ball out of his hands into the receiver's hands. It was just a quick throw, a little.
I think we have a late flag come out.
Yep, we did.
Late flag.
Trying to catch all the action.
Let's see what the call is. Probably going against Aztec. Dead ball, personal foul, Bayfield. Wow. Jake over here had it. I thought I seen the official point towards Aztec, but maybe he was just telling them there's your flag. It went against Bayfield. Personal foul. I'm not sure who against. And Jake's got them young guys, Steven. He's got them young guys, and he's rubbing it in right now.
I wish you could hear all the trash talking that was coming from the muted mic around the corner. Hey, folks, we have a great time. Thank you for tuning in to DSL and listening to the game. Man, we've had a great crowd tonight. We appreciate all of you. We're about to hit 100. We've got 99 on there right now.
All right. And we've heard from a ton of Bayfield fans. There's a handoff to number 2. That's Ashton Hudspeth. And he's going to lose some yardage on that play. And now you see Bayfield kind of rolling in their backup players. They still have some starters in there, but mostly backup players now on the offensive line and in the backfield.
And why not? I mean, get those
right.
guys some time in there, get them some experience out on the field.
Get them their letter.
Yeah.
You know, I think you have to play 6 plays total to letter in high school varsity now. Might be a little bit more, but be interesting. Those fans out there, hey, you found the rule on the last question we asked. See if you find the rule on that one.
Hook us up.
How many plays do you have to play or minutes to get your letter? There's almost picked off, and who else, Steven? Beautiful break on the ball was Lorenzo Munoz, and I'm telling you, this kid is a star in the making.
Yeah, man, if he catches that, it is nothing but end zone in front of him. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, those are the kind of things that you're encouraged by. Like you can see this team has potential. Coaches are going to get them ready. Same thing for Bayfield. You know, Coach Long, he's got a lot of things in his pocket now too that he's going to go back with this week and start working on with his team. But Bayfield having to punt now with 2:26 left on the clock. You gonna let it go?
Yep, they'll let it run out of bounds, and Aztec will have what? Little short now 2:15. Should be 2:18, but 2:15 is what we're going to go with.
Yep, we're going to go with the official clock, which is 2:15. Thank you, Robert. Said you guys did a great job as usual. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. You're always one of our number one guys on the live stream, and we thank you for tuning in.
Absolutely. That's a loyal guy right there for sure.
Yep.
And so are the Segatas.
Yep.
They tune in. Mama Parks.
Yeah, we have some regulars.
The
The
O'Geens,
that's
the
right.
Velardes. Man, I like that. We got Bayfield has always been big time for us too when we've done their games. So we appreciate all the Bayfield people out there. Hoping to get maybe a game out in Bayfield this year. We'll see how that works out for us. But nice play, handoff.
Oh,
nice cut up the field. Big yardage. Brings up second down for the Tigers and 3.
Folks, we apologize. We're having some technical difficulties tonight, and we are working on it. We're getting it back up for you. There we go. We got it back.
Great view on all the camera shots that we have right now. Segata goes in motion. There's a snap. 2-step drop. Got to get rid of it. He does. It's completed to number 32, Keller. Looking for some room. He's got some. He's going to get knocked out of bounds. And a great play by DiGiacomo. Felt the pressure coming in, got rid of the football, and Aztec calls a timeout. And they really didn't have to call a timeout there because the clock stopped on the play out of bounds unless they wanted to try to get something set up. There's 1:17 left to go in the fourth quarter. And I guess we just keep it here.
Yeah, we
got to figure out our Desert Sports Live player of the game, Steven.
And folks, once again, we're gonna be putting out our hot mic, Garage Guys / hot mic interviews and things that we got going on this week. Just be ready for that this next week, and we'll be putting out Monday. We will have our first interviews. I don't know how we'll break it up, but this last week we got to talk to Coach Mike Kovacs. We got to talk to Coach Weaver. We tried to get an interview with Coach Long, just didn't work out, unfortunately, because we really wanted to talk to him as well. So all you Bayfield fans out there, we did attempt that. We want you to know that we appreciate you guys as fans too, and we want to give you some recognition. Maybe we can get someone from Bayfield on soon. You know what I mean? Like we need to get them on. We appreciate all of the Bayfield fans as well.
Well, here's what you got to figure out, buddy. You got McWhirther with 3 touchdowns, 2 passing, and 1 he ran himself. Horta with 2 touchdown runs, and you have Williams who has 2 long touchdowns in this game, and has showed up and showed out on defense as well. So you got your work cut out for you, pal. Number 4 Williams, number 16 the quarterback in McWhirther, or number 24 in Horta. Ball just thrown short.
There's been a lot of great things happening tonight on both sides of the ball. I mean, you have positives, is what I'm saying, and it's encouraging. I'm going to keep saying that. It's encouraging to see both these teams. You can tell they're gonna be doing a lot better going forward. And I agree with you. Bayfield's not. They're not going to. How did you say it? They're not. I think in district they're going to come out. They're going to be competitive.
Go 5.
No, they're not. They're going to do good. So
I mean, honestly, I don't even see Bayfield going 3-6, was what their record was last year. There's no way that this team in Bayfield goes that. They're going to be deep over 500 this year. This is going to be an excellent team for people to have to deal with. In Colorado, nice seal on the edge to turn the corner, and a great run by number 13. That's Parker Olguin, and he's had a big night for the Aztec Tigers.
Yeah, he has. Parker Olguin, Munoz. I mean, those two have had a fantastic evening for the Tigers. We're seeing, I think DeGiacomo, it's good for him to get this first game under his belt, get some experience at that varsity level. I mean, he's a young kid, and he's out there on the field. Keller as well. I mean, these guys are getting some varsity time tonight against a good, tough Bayfield team.
Nice throw to Sagata, just got to get upfield. And is going to be brought down out of the field of play, close to a first down. Nice job by DeGiacomo Stephen. He felt the pressure come from the blind side, seen Sagata pop open on the flats, threw it softly. Beautiful. Well, we got the clock running, and I don't know when they're going to stop it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't
think
it's
it's still going.
Just letting it go, I guess. It should have been, the coaches are like, what are you doing?
Yep. Nothing you can do about that, right?
Yeah.
Quick pass completed. Fumble.
Oh.
Did he hold on to it? Looked like he fumbled it. And I think that Bayfield recovered it. I think that ball was caught and fumbled.
I think you're right.
And that was O'Gean on the catch, and he just lost the handle on it, and Bayfield recovered. Yep, that's what happened. So another fumble by the Tigers.
Well, with 27 seconds left, I think my choice is going to be Mr. McWhirter for the Bayfield Wolverines as the player of the game tonight. The Desert Sports Live player of the game. Congratulations to the Wolverines getting their first one out of the way and getting a victory. He had a great game tonight.
He sure did. Number 16, Cole McWhirter for the Bayfield Wolverines, our Desert Sports Live player of the game, had a 1-yard touchdown run, had a 32-yard touchdown pass to number 4 Williams, and had a 68-yard touchdown pass to number 4 Williams. So that's your Desert Sports Live player of the game is number 16, Cole McWhirter, the quarterback for Bayfield. Let's see if they just kneel it from here. Are they going to try to run a play? Let's see what they opt for here with Bayfield. The game is in. It's over. 27 seconds left. 32-0 your score. Bayfield looks like Aztec will start out 0-1. Bayfield will move to 1-0. And thank you all for tuning in here to Desert Sports Live. We do not do and cannot do what we do without you and our sponsors. So thank you from the bottom of our heart. We greatly appreciate that. And that should do it, Stephen. Unless somebody calls a timeout, and we've seen that happen, this should end the game.
And, folks, hey, go follow us on all of our social media. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Please go and follow us on Facebook, Instagram. That's where we put out all of our information, and it's been fantastic. We're getting great response. We appreciate all of you. Hey, next week – are we going to be in Bloomfield? Or have we got that confirmed yet?
We're supposed to be in Bloomfield next week.
We're supposed to be in Bloomfield. We're still trying to make sure we get that all straightened out. But, folks, just stay with us as we got a whole year long worth of stuff going on. We're going to be doing football for the next 3 months. Then we'll move on to basketball. But we will be around trying to get as much as we can in.
Well, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, our Desert Sports Live player of the game is from Bayfield. And number 16, Cole McWhirter, your Desert Sports Live player of the game. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all of your support. We want to wish Bayfield, their coaches, the players, the fans, a safe trip home. Same as our Aztec comrades, safe trip home as well. Thanks for rocking out with Desert Sports Live. God bless, and we're out.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
ACES is a leader in the provision of control systems integration, migration, and design services to industries that include oil and gas, water, wastewater, irrigation, mining, as well as manufacturing and other private, local, and federal entities. With a senior staff